things with you. Well, I'm the kind who sit up in his room, heart sick and eyes filled up with blue. I don't know what you done to me, but I know this much is true. I wanna do bad things with you. When you came in, well, the air went out. And every shadow filled up with doubt. I don't know who you think you are, but before the night is through, I wanna do bad things with you. Oh, I don't know what you done to me, but I know this much is true. Oh, I wanna do bad things with you. I wanna do real bad things with you. Well, I sent Chris the link, so he should be on his way shortly. Yay? I think. I'm excited because it's been a long day. The name of the episode is the Exhaustion Olympics because Chris and I are both exhausted. Is he too exhausted to check his email for the link to StreamYard? All hail the duck, the almighty duck. Ooh, who's a duck? Who's it? Where is it? Oh, who's a duck? Who's a duck? Like I said, long day. And it's only gonna get longer, folks. This feels like it'll either be like an hour or it'll be like 3.5 hours. So strap in or live it up while you can. Either way, I'm here and I guess I'll play another song. I guess I'll plug stuff. This channel, watch other videos on this, please. That's fine. I have fun making them. I made a Star Wars thing yesterday. I had a great time. It was fun. I watched a bit of Solo, a Star Wars Solo, and you know what? It's a movie. It sure is. Solo, a Star Wars story, sure is. That's the Ssnotwasscall brand of approval. All right, well, I guess I'll do another one. And if I abruptly stop, that's why I'm Grandma Tarkin, by the way, over here. Grandma Tarkin. I guess I can just get you. I'll get used to the orientation of the camera and the reverse because, like, if I go to my left on the screen, it's to the right. You see? So, and that's what Seth Meyers has to deal with all the time. So, who am I? My name's Jules. Grandma Tarkin, if you're nasty. Let's see. Well, while I have you here, okay. When I was writing my first album, pretty much as soon as I wrote the songs, I would post a video to my YouTube. And they're still there from like 2011 when I was just a little baby writer and I didn't have all of this bug's nest in my on my head, and I wasn't halfway through the first frame of a werewolf transformation on my face. So simpler times. Anyway, this song is one of the only co-writes I've ever done, actually. And I really like the contributions that the other couple people put into it. It was just like one line here or there from each of them, but it really, I feel, thanks, people that I used to know, and one of you that I still sort of know. I don't know. Okay, Chris is here. I'm not going to play the song. That's in classic Chris Eric fashion.
You never play a song.
I did up front. I've been streaming for 7 minutes.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, yes, huh?
Yes, huh?
Yes, huh? Anyway, you know.
What'd I miss?
I played the True Blood song again.
Oh, that's a good song.
It's a fun song. Yeah.
And fun for a while to watch show.
Yeah, about the first awful. Like, I want to say like the first 8 episodes are pretty good. I really like Alexander Skarsgård in that show.
He's good in it. You know who's great in it? Well, obviously. No. I mean, actually good. Like
Lafayette.
Pretty good, but not as good as Stephen Root.
Oh, well, he's too good for everything. Have you been watching Barry?
I haven't. I've heard good things.
It's just incredible. Wait till it's done and then just huff it all, because
you know how it is. There's 11 billion things,
right? And you
watch.
Still haven't seen Jurassic Park, so
no, I don't. I don't feel any great urge to.
No, and you know it's fine. I mean, like if you missed it and you did, like, I'm not gonna watch Ghostbusters.
Which one?
Exactly.
Have you not? You never saw the original? I
saw the original one when I was a child. I didn't care. And now the fandom around it is so disgusting. It's like if I hadn't seen Star Wars,
yeah, you would have no.
I wouldn't
reason
watch.
To see
I would
Star
not
Wars.
want to watch Star Wars. But
No,
I watched
that would
Star
be
Wars as a child, and like, I saw the re-release special editions before the prequels in like the 1997 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I specifically remember a friend of mine had a birthday party, and we went to go see Return of the Jedi in theaters, and man, Star Wars on the big screen is so fun. Like, you know what I would do? I would rent out a theater and watch like Andor and Rogue One. That's what I would do. Yeah. If like COVID times were still a thing, which COVID's over, by the way, everybody.
Fine.
Everything's fine and it's great.
Guys.
It's Cinco de Mayo. Shut the fuck up. Just leave it alone and go drink a margarita, you dumb bitch. You dizzy bitch.
You pussies.
Hey, I didn't say it. All right? You can be my Candace Owens, where like I'm the misogynist, but it's like, no, he said it.
It's a weird ass. You know, it's funny when you start making a joke and then you realize that even though you're making the joke, you're still saying the horrible thing.
You're saying the thing, right? Mm-hmm. So I have to make sure that when I make jokes like this, it's in company where I'm given the benefit of the doubt of not being a total fucking asshole, because I am a cis straight man, black as I may be. I still fit the credentials for every other thing.
Pardon me for not seeing color.
Oh, well, you know, that's the white balance on your... Yeah. Well, you would love white balance, wouldn't you? Hey,
There's no balance.
There's no balance. You guys are supreme in all things. It's great. We love to see it.
Sure. You betcha.
Do anything special for Star Wars Day?
It was 11 billion years ago. Why can't you just let slavery
go? Exactly. It was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Did you enjoy Star Wars Day? You piece of shit. It was yesterday. You do anything? Oh, no, you did do stuff. That's right. Oppression Olympics. No, Exhaustion Olympics. Oppression Olympics is what we were just doing. Exhaustion Olympics is the title of the episode where we see who's the more exhausted. It's you.
I think yesterday was... that's when I was up from 3. The weird thing about that is when you do that and your day has been going since 3 a.m.
Right.
And everybody else is just getting started, unless you go to like a bagel shop where those motherfuckers have been up since before you.
Right.
And you're like, I'm like, everything's weird. And they're like, yeah, this is what it's like.
This is the zone.
And like, maybe I should work here. Although, you know, what I did was sit up. Actually, I sat up and rewatched cars in comedians getting coffee.
Yeah, no, it's when the cars go inside of the comedians.
Carmedians.
Yeah, carmedians getting comfy.
And I will say
which ones did you watch? Did you go pick and choose, or did you just watch straight through?
I kind of let it go. There were a couple. It
was a Netflix, right? So it'll autoplay.
I didn't know a couple of the people, and I just skipped them.
Yeah.
But
That's how it was with like Nerdist podcasts or Pete
Yeah.
Holmes' podcast or Jimmy
Yeah.
Pardo sometimes.
although by
Pardo is
and
pretty fun. The
Pardo can be a good time.
Pardo has the family episodes are pretty good.
I don't love those, but that's okay too.
They're it's hit or miss, but when they're good, they're good.
I
The
miss
Todd
Paul-
Glass family episodes were
Yes.
those are, and they'd go like 3
I miss
hours.
Paul Gilmartin showing up
Yeah.
because he gets to just be funny.
Yes.
Because Mental Illness Happy Hour, though a great show and a great service,
Very serious.
I
It's like
I-
Beautiful Anonymous with Chris Gethard. It's like, I love Chris Gethard, and I think he's one of the funniest people and has like one of the best comedy minds. If he's not like one of the funniest people, like he sees what's funny and he knows how to accentuate that. Like, watching his show, like from the first episode. Did you ever watch the Chris Gethard show?
I watched some of it. The musical guests were great. Like they had Charlie Bliss on there, who I love.
they're great. I think Honey Honey was on there one time. They're a band I fucking love.
I know the name. That's not
The-
the one. Is that the two?
It's
the
two
duo?
people. Yeah. I've
know-
seen them live twice.
Here's.
She gave me a sweaty hug.
Aw.
was
Here's
nice.
where I'll lose you. I became aware of them. This is
Joe
going
Rogan?
back a bit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's where I heard of them.
That's where I became aware of the Joe Rogan podcast, because I was looking up Honey Honey on YouTube, and one of the top clips of theirs was them playing a great song called Burn Me Out on Joe Rogan podcast before Joe Rogan had broken his brain with DMT and started letting people like Milo Yiannopoulos and Ben Shapiro on.
A lot of bad things. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. I want to
it's not
do
good.
bad things to your brain.
I will say I'm most of the way through the Ric Flair episode, and it's been very entertaining.
Ric Flair.
Yeah, he is he is something, and they had who was the guy who Red Band who used to work for him?
Yes,
now as a
Brian
stand-up,
Redband, yeah.
came back because he's a huge wrestling fan, so he helped like ask questions to Ric Flair, and that was pretty entertaining. And as far as observing Star Wars Day, I didn't do much of anything really. I was very sleepy. I watched a lot of Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, and I enjoyed it so much more this time. I watched it and was irritated by it when it first came out years ago. But like having something on at 3:30 in the morning when I'm too fried to take anything with any conflict whatsoever.
Oh, yeah. It's just like surface level. That's why people like late night TV.
True.
Well,
Another
that's why
thing-
people like Jimmy Fallon.
Well, yeah. Another thing, and by the way, Seth's episode was really good, of Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. I enjoyed his very much, and this was just as he was getting that late night job, which was
Oh, wow.
interesting. Yeah,
That's like 10 years ago.
yeah. I will say, Chris Rock's episode was as good as I remembered it being. I always like him. Turns out he's very good at comedy.
Yeah, he's funny when he's not complaining about people complaining about stuff.
No comedians are the only one I've seen. I almost sent you a piece of homework for this episode, but I figured
love
you wouldn't
that.
watch it.
We can watch it for content. We can
I know
watch it
you
now.
Yeah, I mean, I know you don't like stand up right now, like watching stand up right now.
It's
So-
to the point where like I'm struggling to make myself watch a stand-up special that I know I love.
Yeah,
Like
I
John
will say-
Mulaney's. Like I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, I mean,
It's John
you want
Mulaney.
to talk
so-
about a fertile comedy mind?
Yeah, he's the like since Louis C.K. Died, R.I.P.
Yeah.
May he rest in peace. I didn't bring it up fast enough, but it'll come up again later.
And another, that name that you said,
Mm-hmm.
that name from these like 10, 12-year-old episodes of Comedians in Cars, that guy comes up so much.
He was the center of the comedy world
Yeah.
because he was like the best in the biz. Seriously.
He
the
was
reason people started talking about Chappelle again, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
was because A, like he came back on the scene, but B, because like Louis left a vacuum. And then like I feel like I think that's good. I don't think there should be like a monolith of comedy. But it was Louis for like 5 years. Like whenever he would put out a special, it'd be the number one comedy special. He would
Well, he
always
do a
win the
special,
Grammy for it.
And the show, Louis,
The show Louis is incredible, and it
great.
changed television. It changed comedy television because like you wouldn't have a Master of None or a Atlanta
Yeah.
or any of this shit. Like any of these weird dramedy sort of things, you probably wouldn't have shit like Succession. Like
Yeah.
people
Which
wouldn't
I've heard
be
great
doing
things about.
stuff
I
like
haven't
that.
seen.
It's really good. It's really
I
good.
will
And
say, as
again,
an
wait till
aside-
it's over and then just watch the whole thing.
I will say, as an aside for that, because I don't want to get into the whole comedy thing, but
Comedy bang bang, comedy bang bang.
I am starting to feel about comedians complaining about comedy the way I have felt for a while about all of the TV shows about making TV shows. It's like, do you really think that everyone in the world is going to be interested in a story about you complaining about your job or making fun of your job? Honestly,
But the last 5 rooms these people have walked into before they've decided to tell these jokes on stage, whenever they talked about this shit, everybody around them was like, yeah, you can't say anything.
Yeah.
Because they're either sycophants or they're assholes who say the same shit and have money
Well, it's-
poisoning
but
and
that's
don't
like the,
understand that
money
like people
poisoning.
can be upset about, what you say, and that can be okay.
and that is
That's the
also,
point of the whole thing. That's how
that
you
is
hone your
also
bits.
free speech.
It's
That is
free
also
speech. It
free
goes
speech.
both
Yeah.
ways.
Yeah. No, but I'm going to buy a town in Ohio, and then I'll make sure nobody says anything.
I'm gonna buy Twitter.
Money poisoning.
Yeah.
When you're right, you're right. Money poisoning.
Yeah.
No, the one that had been bothering me for a while was TV shows about making TV shows, or TV shows about how shitty Hollywood was, or all this stuff. It's like, look, I get it. Like, that's where you are.
Do you throw
but-
movies in there too?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But well, it depends on the movie. Every
Depends on
once
the
in a while-
movie.
because
Depends on the movie. What if a movie just takes place in Hollywood and it kind of like has like the trappings of some stuff? I'm not talking about once. Let's compare these things. You're not a Tarantino guy, and it's very understandable, especially with like his last few movies like that.
Yeah.
That totally makes sense. I think like the 2 good movies he made, Elmore Leonard actually wrote.
I think you're right.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction. He definitely had a hand in helping write that, at least script supervising or some
Is
shit.
that right? I didn't
He's
know that.
thanked
That
in
would
the
make
credits, but like I'm almost certain because they were friends.
That would make a lot of sense.
And then because then like 2 years later he makes Jackie Brown, which is I think it might be his best movie.
well, part of it is because the entire ending of the movie is ripped off from Hard 8 by Paul Thomas Anderson.
You mean to tell me that Quentin Tarantino ripped off someone else's
No,
movie?
the weird thing isn't that he ripped off a movie, it's that he ripped off a recent movie.
Well, do you think that maybe because the book Rum Punch had been out for a few years, that maybe went the other way? I don't know how the book Rum Punch ends.
Well, here's the thing. Hard 8 ends with a guy coming into an office with Samuel L. Jackson sitting at a desk, and eventually Jackson gets shot.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
The thing that's blowing my mind right now is Sam Jackson's in a Paul Thomas Anderson movie?
Yeah.
Huh.
To be fair, the first Paul Thomas Anderson movie.
Okay.
He knew a black guy.
He
And he's
knew
like,
the black guy. And he was the black guy at the time. He'd
That's
just
true.
done Jurassic Park.
was he really in Jurassic Park?
Sam Jackson?
Was he?
Yeah.
I genuinely don't
Were you
know
joking when
anything.
you asked when he showed up?
No.
Because you asked like,
No, I didn't know what you were talking about. I haven't seen it. And it's not
oh
one
no,
of those...
he's in it. And
Okay.
his cigarette is hanging from his mouth the entire time he's on screen, and it is incredible cigarette acting. It's the best cigarette acting I've ever seen. Wayne Knight's in it. There's an Australian man, obviously Laura Dern, Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum, and Richard Attenborough, the lesser Attenborough.
the
But
lesser of two Attenboroughs.
he still does say, "Welcome to Jurassic Park."
Is that where that came from?
Yes.
That's him? Okay.
Also, Dino DNA. That was there was an animated little thing that they showed about how they made the dinosaurs. Frog DNA and mosquito blood, basically. Well, now you
Spider
don't need
blood.
to see the movie.
Spider blood.
Spider blood. Spider blood.
Radioactive spider blood.
What is that from?
That's from one of the like 17
No. I know
Spider-Man cartoons.
It's from the cartoon. It's from the 90s cartoon. Oh no, I'm just thinking of someone making fun of it because they realized that they hang on spider blood for about 15 seconds in the song. Maybe it's not 15 whole ass seconds, but like
It's a lot.
7.
It's a lot.
Spider blood, radioactive spider blood.
spider blood.
Give me your spider blood. I want to taste spider blood.
Very different show. Very different show.
It is that
I'd
kind of
watch
show.
it.
I have watched it.
There are moments, so like going back. Oh, the two things. One, did you try to watch any of Rachel Bloom's next TV show, Reboot?
Yeah, I watched it all.
I was bored as shit.
Well,
Because-
you can't go from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend to that.
No, it's the boring.
Also, it's Steve Levitan. It's the Modern Family guy. So like,
didn't
so
see.
you know, it's formulaic. I think it was a good departure for him. I think he took risks that he didn't take on
I
the
mean, there
other
are
show.
great people in it.
Everybody
you know.
in it is great. And the premise is great. I understand why it got canceled.
Yeah.
It's no Stumptown.
I thought.
Did you watch Stumptown?
Was so fucking
It was so
good.
fucking good.
Have you read the comic book it's based on?
No.
It's great too. Rucka.
Okay.
I want to say it's
Greg
Rucka.
Rucka.
Yeah.
The old guard.
Yeah. So many good comics.
Yeah, no, he's got a ledger on him. Yeah.
Yeah. I started reading a new Matt Fraction comic. Well, I don't think it's new.
How
but It
new?
was new to me.
Yeah.
It's called Action Man.
I think I've heard of that.
It's pretty great. It's that weird thing where they do it doesn't take place then, but it kind of has little steampunky moments, like the way they treat their superheroes. It's not just this is our Superman, this is our Batman, this is our Wonder Woman. No. They come up with much more interesting, super science people or whatever they happen to call them in there, and it's beautifully rendered. I just had it. I will tell you, because I have my iPad here, which is where I read things. Borrowed. It's Adventure Man, Volume 1, The End and Everything After. And it's illustrated by Terry and Rachel Dodson, Dodson. Just Google that name for the kind of artwork that's in it. It's beautifully done. It is atypical because everybody's pretty much built like human beings, but beautifully stylized artwork, very almost Dave Gibbons-esque. Mean anything to you?
Yeah. Oh, yes. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah. Just beautifully rendered.
Watchmen, Dave Gibbons. Yes.
No. Different person. God damn it. The guy who did Rocketeer.
Oh, Boba Fett guy.
Huh?
The same guy who designed, I think Boba Fett did. No, that was Joe Johnston designed Boba Fett. Never mind.
Yeah, different person. It's
He did the
Dave-
movie The Rocketeer. That's right.
Yeah, which is a deeply underrated film, by the way.
It's in my queue on
And it's got
Disney
Jennifer.
Plus.
It's got Jennifer Connelly.
Connolly. Yeah.
Dave Stevens. I wasn't even close.
Nope, that was not.
Yeah, sorry. It's Dave Stevens was the person that I was thinking of and that I did not reference properly. But yeah, that kind of artwork, it's almost like Vargas Girls type. It's very influenced by the
Vargas Girls.
Okay. Esquire magazine, around for decades. Before Playboy, they would have these stylized kind of cheesecakey drawings of women, but not nude, just, really attractive women dressed well.
Were they doing the pose where you see their butt and their boobs at the same time? That classic comic book pose.
It's
this before that?
possible. The ones where their backs don't work.
Right, where their spines are just like silly putty. Yeah.
Soft like silly putty. Kind of. Yeah, Vargas, girl. If you just Google that and go to images, you'll see the kind of artwork that inspired it. You will probably have seen it at some point in your life.
God damn it.
They're very cheesecakey pictures. But Stevens was very inspired by that and also by Betty Page, if you know that name.
Oh, well, that totally makes sense given the pictures I'm looking at right now.
Yes.
That's like
And
so.
Betty Page inspired the female character in The Rocketeer, and if you watch the movie The Rocketeer, Jennifer Connelly
That will be
looks
glaringly
awful.
obvious.
Yeah. They even have a boudoir moment.
Oh
You know,
boy.
boudoir photos.
How old is Jennifer Connelly? This isn't Labyrinth 8. No,
No.
Rocketeer came out in 1990.
91. So probably shot in 90. So she was a grown person, or at least in her
Ish.
20s.
Ish, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just played a show for in a college town, and they are not grown people. No,
I was going to ask what your evening was because you said you had a.
that was my morning.
That was your morning.
Yeah, I did my coffee shop gig. Yeah, I did not
how
take a
was that?
spoonful this time. No, it was nice. Traffic was horrible, so I was a little late, but actually I was on time because I was supposed to start at 12:30, and I started at 12:30. So
Hey, you did.
yeah, I did it. Then I basically drove through like 3 o'clock rush hour traffic to come down here and surprise run sound at a Cinco de Mayo gig, an outdoor thing to which the band was late and they had a drum set, so I had to mic a drum set.
Yeah, that's not fun.
No. But it paid enough. Let's just put it that way. It paid enough to make my day not terrible. But in frustration, I did cut a sound cable in half with a knife.
With your bare hands.
Yeah, with my bare knife hands.
Knife hands. Hands
Knife
of
bare
knives.
hands. Edward knife hands bears.
Edward Knifey hands.
Edward bare hands.
Edward bare hands.
All
Morgan.
right. Should we throw to a segment?
Yeah. What's our first segment today?
You're Johnny Segments over here. So
I had some ideas.
Why don't you introduce? Okay. How about this?
How about this?
Say, have you written any new songs lately that like didn't really go over like you thought they should?
Well, no.
Okay. End of segment.
That was a good segment. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
No, that was funny because I wanted to ask you that. That was the idea, but this is what I get for floating an idea to you before the actual. I'll get over that eventually.
You'll be okay.
I'll be okay. You know what? Thank you, Jesus. I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah, you'll be alright.
Yeah.
You'll be
Thanks,
aight.
Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Fuck you and your white Jesus. We really do need to get her
Fucking,
on
we
here.
need to get Kosi back. I mean, like, we know a guy, so
Yeah, that's true.
I won't shut up about it. You know,
That she's awesome.
no, that I was there when they met. That like,
Right.
that I was hosting that open mic when they met. It was my Republic open mic.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I have a vague recollection of you mentioning that, but
I've mentioned it pretty much every time Matt Holson is there.
but the point there was, going back, I was going to ask you if you had any songs that, when you played them, because there are those moments where you play a song, you hit the last note, and you're like, and you
Fucking
get
nailed
like
that.
you get
Yep.
tepid applause. I'm like, the fuck's wrong with you people? You should be carrying me out of here on your shoulders.
I mean,
Where is my parade?
Oh shit! Oh, hold on, I'm ordering food. I would be there with the banner. Hold on, I'm getting a sandwich. I haven't eaten the whole
What are you ordering? Wait, no! Don't you bury that. What do you eat? What do you order?
Nando's. I'm getting a cheeky Nando's. It's not so cheeky anymore because now you know about it.
Nando's?
Oh,
Why
it's
does
a
that sound
it's a
familiar?
chicken place.
Is it? That's in Silver Spring, right?
Well, it's global. They have it in Australia.
Oh,
That's where I got the phrase cheeky Nando's from.
okay.
Yes, of course that's happened to me. But I got so used to it that I don't really think about it anymore. Like today, I played a show and sometimes the room was relatively full. And one person clapped the entire time once at the very last song, and she had just shown up. And I do some of my best stuff in that room, even though I can't hear myself for shit. You know, same thing like at El Golfo, though. You know, the open mic people, the listies, as I've taken to calling them, which the more I say out loud, I really have grown to hate. The listies will all clap because that's built in, and you know we have kind of like a mutual admiration for each other and stuff. It's a family. You gonna see the new Fast and Furious movie?
Mm-mm.
Good job. Good call. Jason
I didn't
Momoa
see
looks
that.
like he's having a lot of fun.
I didn't see. He always does. I did.
Have you seen
except
any
for
of them?
Dune. No, that's what I was going to say. I haven't seen any of them.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah.
I told you. It's not
You
like a
don't
point
need
of pride.
to. No, those are
just
look,
don't
man.
go
The only
for
reason
those
I'm going to
movies.
bat for Jurassic Park is because it's just like a genuinely incredible feat of cinema. It came out 30 years ago,
Yeah.
and I was with the sound off while I was running sound at an open mic last night.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't take my eyes off the goddamn TV. I've seen this movie like 20 times, and it was just like, oh man, that lawyer's going to get out of that toilet.
Spielberg
Gives good movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
he gives good. He gives good flick almost. Like it's. He
Oh,
does,
that's
like,
true. It's popcorn. He gives
Yeah.
good like theme park ride.
And there's nothing wrong with a great popcorn movie.
Nothing at all. Nothing
I
at all.
love Star Wars.
Star Wars,
popcorn
the
movie.
fucking the Marvel bullshit. That's
Yeah.
popcorn
I love
stuff.
the Marvel bullshit.
Andor is not popcorn stuff.
I know.
You have to.
I'm gonna get there.
You gotta be prepared.
Yeah.
You gotta be like, all right, but this is gonna be
Strap in.
This is gonna be the allegory that I think George Lucas wanted Star Wars to be,
I'm
like
sorry,
no one
if,
has used this universe the way Andor uses this universe to talk about
What you're saying is,
fascism.
if George Lucas could
Make a movie good,
write,
right? If he could write a
as
script,
opposed to just have a great idea,
he's got the vision he has.
Uh-huh.
He did the Star Wars universe.
He did the Star Wars.
And the prequels, upon revisiting, are still bad.
Yes.
They're all three of them are bad.
But
Rise of
I will-
Skywalker is worse.
No.
Yes, Rise of Skywalker. Yes, it is. Rise of Skywalker is.
No.
It is. It's.
No.
There are more. It's a more cohesive movie than any
Mm-hmm.
of those movies, but it is a worse thing that has been done. I think.
I will say that an awful lot. No, the ones that I have watched, and I
Phantom
haven't
Menace
really
is
watched
garbage, and Attack of the
Andor.
Clones is worse.
No. Out of the Disney Plus Star Wars shows, obviously I haven't really watched Andor, but all the other ones seem to be at their heart really trying to say, "Hey, see, the prequels are good." Because how did Obi-Wan open? With the good 4.5 minutes from all three of those movies.
Yeah.
And they fucking did. They keep doing stuff from those. It's like, come on, guys, it wasn't that bad. Dave Filoni loves those movies.
Yeah, they're bad. I mean, like the
They're
fact
bad
that the fact that they've based so much stuff
It's
in
weird.
between the movies,
weird.
to be like, see, there's a good universe here. There is a good universe. Maybe you should have led with that.
You should have made better movies.
You
out
should
of
have
that
made better
universe.
movie first, then make a spin-off series.
I'm gonna say it. Look, I love the Star Wars. We've talked about it. I'm gonna say it. I went back to watch them not too long ago. Maybe my time has passed with them, because I wasn't really like. I will say, like, Empire is as, gripping as it ever was.
Yeah.
But overall, they're kind of lumpy.
The first Star Wars is a 1970s movie.
It is. You ever see the original trailer? The original 70s
No.
trailer?
I think I maybe have
it's
because
great.
it was like played on a thing I
A
was
Star
watching.
Wars.
A Star Wars. We're gonna do
No.
a Star Wars.
Yeah, it's pretty much like an adventure like you've never seen before. And while they're doing that, by the way, I think I'm about 12 years away from my voice being low enough to actually do those things, because I'm still kind of like nasally. But like, you
Yeah.
give me another 10,
Once
12
you
years.
both drop
and
Once you
everything drops down
Yes.
here.
Yes.
Yes.
Broden bloody
That's just fun. But
that's so good. Yeah.
so much fun. Well, I saw all three of them in the theater because I'm old.
Well,
The
congratulations,
first one
old
came
man.
out when I was 5 years old.
Yeah, you were a
And-
child when the first two
great.
came out.
Yeah, it's the mind of a child. I won't go back and watch that movie as much as I love Who Run Border Town and all that. But I know that it doesn't hold up. The third Mad Max movie.
Oh, why would you? No, the good Mag. Look, apparently
Fury
the
Road.
apparently the second one's all right. But it's Fury Road.
Yeah, I was astounded at how amazing that movie was, and sad for people who thought it was just a long car ride and then a car ride back. And it's not in a patronizing way. I'm just like, oh,
No, it was a story train. I mean, it was a story. It was
But
the
it
most
had so
simple
much to it.
Look, it's like Jurassic Park. In fact, this was the thing I was going to bring up, where when George Miller made Mad Max Fury Road, he made a movie that he wanted to be able to be watched with the sound off. And the same with George Lucas's the prequels. The same with those. If you just watch those with the sound off, I
Yeah.
bet they're better movies. Because
But
you
there are
don't have
moments-
Hayden Christensen's, but then you can turn the dialogue on whenever basically Ian McDiarmid's on the screen and he's going like,
or
no,
or Obi-Wan. Yeah, he's great in it.
he's
He is-
great. He's great in every single time he appears as the Emperor. Even in animated shit, he appeared in the
Wait.
Bad Batch
And
as
did he
as
show
the
up in the
Emperor.
Bad Batch?
Yeah, and
That's
like
great.
it was such a great moment, and like the Bad Batch had pulled. You're not gonna watch it, are you?
I mean, maybe.
Okay.
But
Well, then
the fact that I've
it's
seen
it's in season 2, but it's good stuff. Except season 2 is fine. After that episode, it kind of takes a dip.
that's when. But Vader's in that too, right? Or no, he's in Rebels.
Yeah, he'd be in Rebels. I don't know. I
That's
can't.
fun.
I can't. There's too much Clone Wars. Rebels is for children.
Rebels is you talk about like Star Wars for babies.
Yeah.
Rebels is Star Wars for babies.
And then they put some of these characters from Rebels in the Bad Batch.
They're trying so hard with that. Although I will say I thought it was really neat that there's a still of a live action Chopper, who is the Rebels like droid.
huh?
He's basically like a smaller R2 unit, but he's more obnoxious than R2.
He's an
And-
astromech.
Yeah, he's an astromech droid. I have the backpack still from the kids when they got theirs at Galaxy's Edge. You can build a droid.
Oh,
They each got
shit,
it, and they come
really?
in and. Oh, you haven't looked at that? Okay. Make note later on. Go on YouTube and watch Galaxy's Edge droid building. You will have a fucking ball.
That is
It's
what I
so
want to do.
much
I want to
fun.
do that so bad. That's gonna
But-
that may be the thing that pushes me over the edge to go to California.
I will. No, go to fucking Florida.
Oh, is that they have one in? They have one. in-
That's where we went. Disney World.
Oh, I thought it was just
Yeah.
in Disneyland.
Yeah, no, Disney World. It took them a little longer. It like started at Disneyland and then
Well,
at
with
Disney
the
World.
with the woke mind virus,
Yeah.
Disney
Well, yes.
Disney's having trouble.
I will say that one, that was glorious. Two, the lightsaber building is better.
Oh my god.
And three,
Oh
it-
god.
it was. Yeah, I
Hold on,
know.
It's just. I'm sorry. Keep going, please.
I know. Somehow you just came in your eyeballs. I get it.
You can see
this-
that?
I did.
Oh.
Ugh.
Ugh, that's a good camera.
Yeah, that's a spicy meatball. And I will the big thing for me, the takeaway was when something like that has lived in your head since you were 5 years old, and I don't profess to having the kind of Star Wars fandom that it's like I
these
have
guys,
everything
right,
and every piece,
right.
every
That
bit.
These people who were like, Luke wouldn't do that.
But I've still had it,
Yeah.
however passively at times, in my
Me
head
too.
for 45 years. So to walk through Galaxy's Edge, which, by the way, the stuff there is canon,
Yeah,
was
that's so rad. Oh my god, it's so cool.
It
And then
was-
like the Millennium Falcon thing. Oh
that
man.
it was beautiful. it was overwhelming, and honestly, it was kind of disconcerting.
How
Because
much how much you were into it?
No, not
Oh,
how much I was into it, but how weird it was and I was into it. I wasn't as into it as some, but the fact that this thing that had kind of lived in my head for over 40 years
was
was just here.
manifest. Oh, that's so.
And
I mean, it's
there were,
crazy.
people here, but it sounds weird to say it now, but Star Wars has always been kind of a little bit of a private thing because I was a fan when, and not
Before it
like,
was
oh,
cool.
the fan, old school, but the time of my fandom, there was a lot less shit. There
Oh
were,
yeah, no. The
there,
reason Star Wars
yeah,
was able to thrive was because the ecosystem was so
scarcity.
sparse. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
there
Yeah.
were books that didn't count.
Oh yeah, dude.
everybody
I mean,
knew
like,
the
there's
books
shit.
didn't
There's
count.
shit they're bringing in. Admiral Thrawn, who is the main arc of this new live action shit. Now we just find out that
That-
he's the main arc, but
Yeah, Timothy Zahn. Yeah, because I worked in bookstores, so I knew it, and I tried to read it. I couldn't get into it, but I loved those movies. I got to see them. I had a babysitter who was one of the. You know how you'd hear. Well, no, this is before your time, probably. There were always people who those movies that are in the vault. You can't see them.
yes,
But you know somebody who has
somebody has them. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I had a friend. Look, man.
Everybody had that fucking friend. Mine, though, wasn't my friend. It was my babysitter. So between the ages of 5 and 10, I got to watch those on, Betamax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Fucking
CBS Fox ones. Okay, so I'm going to play a show in West Virginia a week from tomorrow afternoon. Fuck,
Braggart.
I am exhausted already.
braggart.
Yeah, I'm bragging that I get to drive into the not Confederacy, but there's flags.
Now, see, here's the thing. The funny thing about that is, if you took me with you solely for the look, I have a white with me, they'd go like, not quite enough. Sorry, man.
Yeah, no, I know. That's how bad it is there.
Oh, I know.
But the town that I settle in is Thomas, West Virginia, which is a nice little haven. They have, if there were a yard to put a sign in, I'm sure they'd put a sign in their yard. In this house, we such and such and such. Star Wars. How did we get here?
I don't know.
I'm so
But no, it is weird. I will say that Galaxy's Edge, it's overwhelming. You get a lot of those things get put in perspective when you're there with children because Star Wars is for children. Like I'm not mad at the prequels because the kids who saw it when they were little like them because that was their Star Wars,
Right.
and that's fucking fine.
Yeah. I mean, I was 9 when I saw episode 1, and I left like, well, that happened.
Yeah.
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 Like,
I don't-
I liked the aesthetics of it. I think that there is a great idea in the arc of the prequels and the
Sure.
and the fall of the Jedi and the rise of the Empire.
It's
and
a great.
it is a
they're
terrific
great-
idea, and it is a great premise, and
great
the fact
plot
that
points.
right
but
the
you
plot
need
exactly
somebody
the
who
plot
can tell
points
the
they hit the
fucking story.
beats, but they needed a writer, and like.
Honestly,
Man, if oh my god, like I don't know, I guess like
The
he could have
Mandalorian-
had his buddy Steve farm it out to somebody,
The
which
first
Steven
season-
Spielberg did
yeah.
direct basically the third one, so that's why it looks better and is better.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was like the
Well-
George Lucas called him and this oh no I didn't do this shot
Well,
that was the
Spielberg
director.
is a much better filmmaker. Like, there's no question.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like he is better.
he's a better
at
well
film.
he's at least a better director and director of actors, like cinematographer and director of actors.
Yeah. No.
But I
Lucas
think George
can't
Lucas
direct.
has, but Lucas has like Lucas helped fucking Coppola do Apocalypse Now.
No.
He's
really?
like partially responsible for that story.
Have you watched Hearts of Darkness?
No,
It's a better film.
I haven't watched either of them.
Oh, Apocalypse Now is something.
Right, that's what I've heard, and I've heard Hearts of Darkness is like a masterpiece.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's the weird thing. It's like the wives of filmmakers. Like Coppola's wife made Hearts of Darkness, and it's a better movie. Empirically, it's just a better film. The word is that Lucas's wife edited Star Wars.
Yes.
That's my understanding.
Yes.
When she went away for something, he took a pass at it, taking all references to the Force out. And she came home and was like, no, no.
Yeah. She edited the first 3.
Yeah, but he was going to do it without the Force.
He's because he shouldn't have approval over the final cut. Like maybe approval, but no say. You know?
He should be allowed to make the toys. He's great at the toys.
He's great at marketing. He's a genius at marketing. Like look at what he did with Star Wars. He was like,
well, the
I'll
weird
work
thing
for
is,
scale, and then
whoever
I
did-
get all the merchandise rights.
I keep the toys.
Right.
And they're like, we don't care.
I don't care. This is a flop. This is an indie movie. I don't give a fuck about this
The
shit.
fun thing is to go back. You ever read Splinter of the Mind's Eye?
No.
That was one of the the tiny droppings that we got. Alan Dean Foster, who had said now,
I know of it, but I haven't
who
read it.
ghost wrote the Star Wars book, the original Star Wars novel, though it says George Lucas on it. I still have my copy that I read when I was 8 years old. No, I'm not kidding. Splinter of the Mind's Eye, it turns out, is the story of what the second movie was going to be if Star Wars bombed.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a good book. Or it was
I've
a
also
good book.
heard that. Well,
I don't remember now.
Now it's Legends. Yeah. So it doesn't even exist anymore.
No, it doesn't count.
Don't. The mouse will come get you. I saw
Yeah.
a kid with a mouse shirt today. A shirt with the mouse on it, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, what?"
And you saw the eyes follow you.
Yeah. It was weird. It was weird. It was really weird. Yeah.
It's very. I will tell you, as somebody whose political leanings are very close to your own, I think it's fair to say, which I know confuses you because
because everything.
yes, but think about your current understanding of where I stand on things, and then going to Disney World
Yeah.
and suddenly having an amazing time.
Yeah, I know, man. I know how. Look, man. I felt the same way with Top Gun Maverick, because
I heard it was glorious.
It's
I heard it was
militaristic.
fucking yeah,
you know,
all
there's
that.
like a faceless enemy that you get to just paint with whatever brush you choose
Sure.
of how
Straw
you're
man.
feeling at the time.
fucking
Yeah,
straw man,
exactly.
yeah.
It's a straw man bullshit. Tom Cruise and his whole shit, Hollywood, and
yet-
how fucked up it is,
and
yet it was the best movie of last year.
I heard that.
It was
I like,
incredible.
But
like
I
it was
saw-
so fun. Like to the point where so the Top Gun original recipe Top Gun was on Amazon, and I hadn't
Yes.
seen it. And then I had my Paramount Plus, and Top Gun
so
Maverick
you watched them both at home. You didn't watch them in the theater.
No, it was on a big screen. It was like, there's a 60-inch TV in the other room, so I'm
16 inches?
yeah, 16. Yeah, hey, what do you get? I'm sorry, 16 tons. Yes, that's fine.
Crib death.
Oh, okay.
Do you know
Anyway,
that,
I watched the first one, and it is the most fucking 80s movie I've ever seen. I haven't seen Rocky 4, so that's probably why.
Or as to quote, because she comes up at least once on every live stream, to quote my lovely wife, Rocky 4 or Rocky defeats communism.
Right, exactly. It is just,
We just watched it when we were in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. By
on
the
the
way,
way back from here.
No.
Oh no, that's right. You guys went. Oh, that's right.
we were at Children's Hospital.
Yes.
Which is it's a bad reason to be at a place, but Jesus Christ, if you're ever in a place where every single person is obviously where they're meant to be, it is humbling to see that, where everyone from the highest up doctor you meet to the guy who valet parks your car are where they're supposed to be and are present and aware and realize what's going on and their peace in things. It was genuinely moving, because these people are there to help sick children. There's no bullshit about it at all. That's why they're there.
Yeah.
And Jesus Christ, is that something, especially if you're wired as cynically as I am.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Because cynicality comes from pain.
well, also
You know?
experience, like, and seeing how the world works, and how once you uncover all these layers of callousness of people, and they're,
Yeah.
all these facades, and then it's just like, no, I'm just doing this to,
Yeah.
make ends meet or whatever.
No, and then you see somebody
Who's like has a purpose.
who didn't get it burned out of them.
Right, exactly.
Because
and that's just, that's
One of the things
hope,
that gets me,
which
one
I
of
don't
the-
understand. Which
every once in a while there'll be a quote that just like burns me down, and most of them it's like, ugh, everything is live, laugh, love. Everything is bullshit.
yeah,
Everything is
vibes.
This,
It's a vibes. We live in
Yeah.
a vibes based economy.
vibes based economy. Yeah, this fit. It's a mood. It's
Yeah,
just all-
exactly. It's fucking bullshit. Yeah,
all of it's
it's a
boring
moment. Oh my god,
and
it's so iconic.
bullshit.
Fucking shut
No,
the
it's
fuck.
not. You don't know what those words
You
mean.
don't know what those words mean.
Words are important. Words fucking matter.
Yeah. So either don't take yourself seriously,
Yeah.
which I don't, which
Oh.
is fun,
Sure.
which is why we do this.
Yeah,
Or
but
maybe
the-
shut the fuck up until you have
But
something
there
to
are
say
moments
that means anything.
that every once in a while one will come along that gets me and it sticks. And the one that got me was, all children are artists. What happened?
Yeah.
Because every kid draws, every kid wants to play with clay, every kid wants to do
Yeah.
something. And how many grown-ups, even our self-selected friend group, how many other people aren't artists?
Man,
Didn't stay with it.
I mean, so when I took a break at my show this morning, and there was a guy in there who was like, he showed up and he looked like a non-college age gentleman, not a child, so like, around my age. Turns out he was my age. We had a chat, and turns out he's
both Jesus?
33. We're both Jesus. I'm 33. I said, "Hey, Jesus," and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, we both have 12 followers," and then it was fun. We had a fun time. Anyway, we got to talking, and he was like, "Yeah, man, it's nice. I come in here all the time, and usually it's just like an iPod or whatever playing." And he didn't say iPod because no one has iPods anymore but me. But iPad.
It was a Zune.
Probably.
He had
it was a Zune.
Usually
Yeah.
there's a Zune playing.
AskJeeves.com.
You can get my music on mp3.com.
Yeah. Just Bing it.
My Angel Fire site is
Right.
amazing. Look me up on Friendster.
Lycos.com. Okay. Anyway.
Look me up on Friendster.
Yeah. Web 1.0. Remember that, kids? Anyway, he was talking about like, yeah, and like I used to like play a bit, but like I kind of stopped when I was a lot younger, and I was like, yeah, man, I mean, all it takes is for it to kill your spirit is just somebody one time telling you reactionarily, hey, that's bad, don't do that.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, because you're in a moment of vulnerability when you do when you express yourself on that level. And luckily, I am so calloused. To go back to the segment, "Where's My Goddamn Parade?" Finally got that banner made.
I felt pretty good about that one.
Yeah, no,
Felt
that's
pretty
good.
about that
That's
one,
good.
yeah.
So when people don't,
Apparently, I missed my calling in advertising.
I think so. Have you seen Mad Men?
I am aware of it. Apparently, it's a place where everyone is really, really unhappy.
Hold on. Cigarettes. Tide cleaning.
It's
Beans. Heinz beans. All right, you get it.
It's a feeling in your heart.
Yeah. What we're selling isn't a product. It's a lifestyle. You see this woman and you want to be her or be with her. Yeah, it's that.
I am amazed, much like the
John Hamm is a
Sopranos.
fucking amazing actor, by the way.
He's a great actor.
And
but
like
two
because
things.
he's funny. And I
Two
hate
things.
how funny he is. And I hate how good he is in interviews.
God's not out.
And he
To
goes on
quote
Comedy
Jimmy
Bang
Pardo.
Bang and he fits right the fuck in.
To
asshole.
quote Jimmy Pardo, he said he's not supposed to be funny. Like, why? He said
'Cause he's that handsome.
No, because God's not supposed to give with both hands.
Right, exactly. You
You're not
either
supposed-
get the handsome or you get the funny and the nebbishy and the ooh.
Although I
don't
will
know.
say he has great reason. People ask, like, why are you cool? Basically, why are you not an asshole?
I got this big dick.
No. Well, there's that.
He
No,
does,
his
though.
answer
Like,
was
I've seen pictures of him in
because
shorts.
I was a waiter
Yeah,
a
no,
lot
he
longer
was
than I was this.
rejected from acting
He
for. I
was
just
just a
watched a
guy.
video on, yeah, and he went back, like he tried to, he struck out, and so
Yeah.
he went back to school in Illinois, can't
He's from St. Louis.
Missouri. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So he went back to Missouri to
and Rudd
teach
have
at his
known
high
each other
school.
for
Exactly, they went
decades.
to the same school. A lot of people went to that school that John Hamm went to, which is like there must be something in the water.
Yeah.
And that's
Hamm
in the
and
Midwest,
Rudd
so
just-
probably fracking.
Ham and Rudd.
Oh, that's good shit, man.
That's good
Both
shit.
in Parks and Rec, which you will never see.
No. Two things about that. One, Mad Men. It's Peggy's show just as much as it is
No,
his
she's
show.
the second main character. It's
If
just
not
like
the-
in the first Transformers movie,
if
Megan
not-
Fox is actually the main character. It's not
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf.
If not the first main character.
She is. No, she
Because-
is the audience analog for the first 2 seasons. And then when we get to know Don more, then we kind of get brought into his life. And then by like season 4 or 5, his life completely falls apart. Spoiler
And he's
alert.
well because you realize he's an empty shell.
Well, there's a reason for that.
Well, I know because he took that name from. A guy
Okay,
who
there
died.
we go. Okay,
Yeah, no,
spoiler.
I've seen-
Okay, well then we're just
Spoiler
Oh
alert.
boy, spoiler alert for a 15-year-old show. Spoiler alert.
Rosebud was his sled. In
Bruce Willis
childhood.
had aphasia the whole time.
Wait, aphasia?
Bruce Willis does have aphasia. That's why in the
is
past
that
like
the thing?
5 to 7 years, when the movies he's been in, he's like
He doesn't
seemed
talk.
like he wasn't all there or
couldn't
like
remember
wasn't
the
because he
terminology
couldn't
for it,
remember
yeah.
the lines because he has fucking aphasia. But he didn't say anything because he needed to keep making money
Yeah.
to, take care of his
Support his
family because he
family,
knew it was a
yeah.
debilitating, thing. So he was only going to have so much time. That's why there will be 12 more Bruce Willis movies even though he
Yeah.
hasn't acted in a year.
Yeah. No,
And speaking of someone prolific who is now dead, sadly, who I just saw in an Apple TV show, Ray Liotta.
right. Leota
Leota?
was always good. Leota. That's my understanding.
Liotta.
We should ask him. Oh wait.
Hold on. I have a Ouija board somewhere.
Oh, and going back to Mad Men, the two things. One, it's Peggy's story as much as it is his.
Yeah.
Two, people miss the point fucking entirely. They just
It's
think
the
it's
same
awesome.
shit with fucking Yellowstone or Sons of Anarchy or any of this shit where like the main character is someone who benefits from cultural hegemony and uses that power to bend rules and shit. And then
I
they
thought
think,
she
you know
was
what?
Maybe
That's
the best
so
part
cool.
of Hocus Pocus. Kathy Hegemony.
I'm more of a Sarah Jessica Madman myself.
She was really good in her. The comedians in cars getting car sparred.
Yeah.
She
Car
was
farts.
good. She was good, even though they're like comedic actor, whatever. Blah blah blah. I will say, not being a Jerry Seinfeld fan, and never.
I'm
having
Jerry
been-
Seinfeld.
And never.
Hey, I'm
having-
Jerry Seinfeld. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite Todd Glass bits.
I don't know that bit.
Oh,
and I'm
he would
sorry,
just get
'cause
he
I
would just
love-
get like a vocoder, and he was like, "Hey, you want to hear my Jerry Seinfeld impression?" And then it's like, "Oh, okay, all right, okay." Ask me a question. It's
so
Jerry
much.
Seinfeld, and then it's like, "Oh, hey Jerry."
Hey Jerry, how many episodes of your show did you do?
Every time he would do it, he would start like this. Hey, I'm Jerry Seinfeld, and I think we did like 158 episodes of our show. Yeah, that's me, baby. Hey, I'm Jerry Seinfeld.
His Rodney Dangerfield doing jokes from who was the stoned guy?
Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah, him doing Mitch jokes.
Yes, fucking
as
amazing. It's so good. He's like the way, the way his brain works. He has brainworms because
Yes.
I also suffer from brainworms, as do you.
Sure.
Many brainworms to you.
Everything is Wrath of Khan.
Yeah. The little yeah. Or does it go up the nose?
No ears.
Oh.
Saw it when it came out in the theater. I'll never forget that it went in the ears.
Hey. Hashtag.
Yeah. I also saw The Shining as a child.
Oh my God.
And A Man Called Horse. Which, if you're not familiar, at one point there's a guy who's trying to become what we now call a Native American. And at one point he's hung by hooks.
Oh.
like in his chest as
Yeah,
part of,
no, I get
I don't
it.
know, initiation. I don't know what's happening.
Sure, that's not how they did things, but okay.
Yeah, and also, yeah, I remember The Shining. I remember Scatman Crothers getting it in the chest with an axe.
Hey,
And he's
look
like,
out! Oh,
and I'm like, why
what
do
you
you gotta
doing,
do that
Jack?
to Hong Kong Phooey? Why you gotta do that to Hong Kong Phooey? He's number one super guy. Faster than the human eye, and then we don't do the rest of the song.
I didn't know he was Hong Kong Phooey.
He was Hong Kong Phooey.
That's
Just like
not-
Mickey
that's not great.
Dolenz was the Tick's sidekick in the first season of the Tick cartoon.
Oh, but he was supposed to be Asian in that.
Was he really?
I don't know. Was he?
It wasn't. No, I don't think so. I'm talking about the cartoon they did. Spoon. He wasn't. What was his name?
Arthur.
Arthur.
Yeah.
I was gonna call him Al, but yeah,
He's
Mickey
a moth.
Dolenz
He's
was
a
in
moth.
one, and then I want to say Rob Paulson was the rest of the time. He was one of
That's
those guys.
fascinating.
Yeah, he was there. It's just like Casey Kasem was Shaggy, and he was Robin in the Super Friends.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and also Super Friends is fun because it's narrated by Ted Knight. Meanwhile, back at the Legion of Doom, there's meanwhile. They're just so much fun. It's funny because I'll be talking to my youngest about that. That stuff is really cheesy and bad,
It's
but
hokey.
also
Yeah.
it's super hokey. But I like it, and the reason I
fun.
like it, it's fun. But more so than anything, the superheroes in that, they like each other, and every once in a while, it's nice to see the good guys like each other and not have their little infighting thing and all that bullshit.
They fight for a bit and then they're mates.
Yeah, that gets deeply tiresome. So, do you want to hear the new song?
Nah. Good
Fair
night,
enough,
everybody.
I'll play it on
No.
Monday.
No. Yes, please.
I genuinely, on Monday, I genuinely tried to play the song that you wanted to hear. My what? You wanted to, meanwhile.
Meanwhile, on the
Ooh,
other
that's-
side of the screen.
That's even better. I like yours better than mine. I always wanted to be able to do the get to know me. I wanted to be able to do like Don Pardo.
Oh,
John
here's what you do. You do a shimmy, and then you start talking. I'm musical guest, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. She was never a...
No, I will say her episode of Comedians was genuinely affecting because the two of them, and again, I didn't watch the show, but the two of them are so great together and so funny, and she's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, she's great. I would love for her to be an actual character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but instead they just keep using her as a plot device.
Yeah, she hasn't really gotten her chance yet.
She was in Black Panther for 5 minutes.
I know.
Haven't
yeah.
rewatched it. It's too long.
And she and what's his name were apparently married at one
Apparently
point.
they were married.
Yeah.
Her and Bilbo.
Bilbo, whose American accent I don't know how I feel about.
I liked it better in Fargo because those Wisconsin folk and Minnesota folk. Minnesota, they seem.
Was
they
he
sound
in the
weird.
series?
Yeah,
I haven't watched it.
first season. Yeah.
I've heard great things.
First 2 seasons are incredible. I like the 3rd season, but it's not
Is the third season
best.
where Rock shows up?
No, that's the 4th one, and that's the
Okay.
worst one.
'Cause
But
I
it's good, but
I don't
it's
love
not.
him as an actor. I know
it's
it's
not
what he
great.
wants. I know it's what he wants, but it's like I know you want other things, but it's like you're in the conversation for best stand-up of the last 30 years. Can't.
Oh
be
yeah, at the very least, one of the most influential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Bigger and Blacker and the ones around that, I don't know if there are a handful of specials that have made me laugh so hard it hurt. Bigger and Blacker was one of them.
I think both of those, the one that the one that came after it or the one that came
Yes.
before it.
Yeah, Roll with the New. This is like 99,
Look
2000.
it up, Scotty. Look it up.
Like
yeah.
that
yeah,
one.
Yeah, yeah. Turn of the millennium
um,
sort of deal.
The one Eddie Izzard one that just hurt my head with how. Do you have a flag? Like that whole. If
Is
you
that the
haven't
one where
seen-
he's in blue?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that
I've seen
that
I've
one
seen
was
that one. That one's good.
Devastating. And actually not his current one, but a special ago, Disgraceful by Tom Segura is astoundingly funny. Even the asides. No. Just these little like little bits. It is somehow fresh and airy, but airtight, and everything is a joke.
Huh.
Like it's the kind of solid hour of comedy. Like Taylor Tomlinson, both of her specials are astoundingly well done, and really funny. But I don't think you're in the right place to watch comedy right now from the sound of it.
No, I
It's a
think
shame.
I'm gonna watch John Mulaney's probably within the
Mulaney's
next
is
week.
great.
Within
Go
the
on
next week or so.
YouTube and watch Kinane's new one.
I do like Kinane. Yeah.
Watch
Is it
the
on All
first-
Things Comedy or something?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Watch the first. Honestly, your assignment was going to be watch the first 5 minutes of.
Oh
it.
no, that's all I give it. And like if I'm
Yeah.
not into it by like the first 3 to 5 minutes, like
no, I don't mean watch it and see if you're into it. I mean the joke that I love
I'm gonna watch it.
is in the
And
first 5
look,
minutes.
man, Kyle Kinane just talking
Yeah.
is very captivating to me.
So
I mean, there's a reason he's the voice of. Hey, keep watching Comedy Central. There's a reason he was the voice of Comedy Central.
The bit in there starts off.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna do
and then
I'm gonna
it
eat
does
my
a different
vegetables.
thing. See, what happens is it sets
Oh,
a
here's
certain
exactly the
expectation.
joke, and let me
No.
go through it
Here's
play
the
by play.
concept of comedy.
Set up,
It's set
Payoff.
No, it's set up, but punchline.
punchline,
like-
and then 20 minutes
Actually-
later, tag, and then that's the punchline.
Yeah. Yes. You know who's tag. You know who's both of her specials are great is Michelle Wolf.
Yeah, I watched her first one, which is the one
that
she
the one
did.
about seals?
Was that the one she did after the correspondence dinner?
I don't know. I wasn't aware of that until well after the fact because I don't pay attention to the world.
Yeah,
But-
lucky you, man.
Yeah, those two specials. Yeah, I have that. My privilege is showing.
My privilege. Oh, my privilege. Hello, I'm Chet
Or-
Manchin.
Yes. Or to put it another way, as I was told, second wife reference. One day she said, "You live in your head. Everything you need is there."
Aw, cute.
That was to her husband, and creative partner, father of her children.
Well, I mean that's sweet.
That tracks.
It shows she knows you.
When you there was do you okay, this is did you ever watch professional wrestling?
Yeah.
8-0 but a G thing?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
I don't know what that means.
No, if we were talking about space or something. That makes sense.
Space.
Yeah.
There was
Hold on. Ask again.
Space?
No, about the wrestling and
Wrestling?
yeah.
Wrestling?
Oh well, my food's here.
Oh. Okay.
So I'm gonna go get it.
So what do I do?
You want to play that song, and I'll turn my speakers on, and then I
Well,
can
you
hear
won't
you
hear it.
upstairs.
You won't hear it.
Yeah, well.
I mean, I guess I could use the practice.
Yeah. Play the song,
Yes, sir.
and then I'll never tell you what I think about it.
I don't. You don't have to finish. Totally made it worth logging in just for that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Don't listen. This is not for you.
I can
Never
hear you.
was
My-
for you.
My headphones are off. See, say something. Say something.
No.
See? Yes, you did. Okay. I'll be right back.
What? Don't you wanna talk every day? Neither do I, neither do I. something else. No one gets it and then lets it molder on the shelf. Better to be by yourself. Don't you wanna fall and fall and fall? Neither do I, neither do I, neither do I. Push and pull and slowly wreck it all. Neither do I, neither do I, neither do I. Tell you, honey, if it's not funny, at least you caught your ride. No one worries, you better hurry before it's been and gone. After dragging on and on. Don't you wanna wonder what went wrong? End up how you figured all along. Tell you something, if it's not one thing, then it's something else. No one gets it and then lets it molder on the shelf. Better to be by yourself.
Boo. Oh my god. No, I like that. I think you should play it on Monday. Yeah.
I probably will.
Yeah.
But don't listen. Be sure to
No,
listen.
I won't. I will walk away again. I'll order food and
was-
make sure it shows up at exactly the time that you're going to play.
I was very happy with the notion, and I'm very happy with the changes in the tune. Like that's what I wanted to have happen. Like I was listening to the kind of guide idea that I got. It's like I have an idea, and I listened back to it, and I'm like, and it kept coming back into my head, and I kept listening to it like, you know, in the car or in the kitchen, like this, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I should write that. So I wrote that this afternoon.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so that just got finished.
Oh, man.
In
well,
fact,
that's great.
The reason I didn't log on, very convincing, by the way. The reason I didn't log on right
Thank
at
you.
10 was I was demoing it to make sure I had it while it was in my head, because I can't trust my brain, because there are worms,
Worth it.
as we've established.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Worms.
That,
Yeah,
that
do.
is why.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you like it. I like it. I like it better than that other one that you didn't hear. Remember when you went
The
off-
one that I said I liked, but I was just lying and gaslighting you?
No, different song.
Oh, the one that you, the prompt one.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I went back and I listened to it.
Yeah. You didn't like
Or did I?
Or did
You'll
you?
never know.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Oh, nice. I had a stroke. I had a stroke. I had a stroke.
I had a stroke.
I had a stroke. I had a stroke. I had a stroke. You can only do those kinds of spot-on parodies from Love. Like
Oh,
those-
absolutely. Like, you can tell that she loves every single thing. Even the I'm not sad, you're sad. I'm not sad.
That was so great, but
and
that
it was like
weird.
Lady
But I'm like,
Sovereign. If you look up someone
Yes.
called Lady
no,
Sovereign.
I know who Lady
okay,
Sovereign is.
well, from fucking
The
2004
fact
or 5
that
or
I was
whatever.
watching that, I'm like,
The tiny
that's-
British rapper lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just it wasn't even necessarily just Lady Sovereign. It was that whole weird grime thing
Right,
from
from
England.
that era. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. That there was a period of time where I was obsessive about specifically English music journalism.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was Pitchfork English?
No, and it still isn't. It's
God
pissy
save
as
the
all
president.
hell. Yes. But
I mean,
Pitchfork
God
has
save
its
him.
moments.
Look, have you seen him?
Yeah.
No one's seen him. They don't put him in public anymore. Anyway,
He's not okay.
it's not okay.
Yeah.
British grime music in the
Grime music. No, I
mid-2000s.
read Mojo and Q obsessively. And they were great English music magazines that kind of still exist, but they're more online than. I'm sorry to make you sleepy.
No, you're not making me sleepy. I woke up at what is criminally early, given the night I had last night, which was like 7:30 or 8 or some shit, and I didn't have my little nap, and I've been driving all over the place. And
Oh man, if I don't get my disco nap, I am no more good.
hold on. Hey, it's a disco nap. It's cocaine.
Not that kind. The other
Oh,
kind. An actual nap.
like a nap for the length of a disco.
Yeah. Fun fact: not only have I never done cocaine, I've never seen it.
Like even in movies and stuff.
No, I've seen movies. I mean, like I'm sure I've been in rooms where people were either under the effect of it or had it on their person, but I've never seen it in person. I've never seen anyone do it.
You never seen the snow. You're not a snow bunny.
You would think, because I can technically remember the 70s, you would think that at some point it would have, but it hasn't. I think I very much give off the air of somebody who doesn't want anything to do with that, and always have.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, if I had it on me, I wouldn't offer it to you. But that's probably
No.
because it's very expensive.
It's
And
really expensive.
also, I never have it on me because I don't do it. I've done it, and it was fine, and I can see how it's addictive. But it's not my thing. I don't really like uppers. They make me too.
Well, you're already kind of.
Not always. I wasn't. That's more of a recent development since I've become fine with myself, which is,
Sure.
bad for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the being super anxious last night was not good. That was just really and you add a just yeah.
Please regale us.
Well, just being an anxious person and not realizing it. But then what will happen is the anxiety will then like crater everything, and I will get so depressed that it apparently radiates off of me. It just you just see it like when the mean bartender goes, "Hey man, you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Because the other weird thing is people in bars know me as a happy guy because I like being in bars now. Because I'm new to drinking, so drinking's still fun. So I
must
go
be
into a
nice.
liquor store and I'm in a candy store. I'm like, oh, let's get more stuff. And I'm like the big like I like the I just like smiling from ear to ear and having a ball because I genuinely enjoy it. I see my friends there. I have like, I have the anxiety kind of gets pulled away, and I'm just like, did I tell you when we met that lovely couple like a week ago where the guy ran the jazz program at one of the colleges, and the girl was she was from Puerto Rico and she worked on boats and she was at sea like half the year. She worked on like the tall ships and she found her fucking thing and she was 26 years old and she was doing exactly what she wanted to do, and she was fascinating. I basically interviewed her for 40 minutes in a bar.
Oh,
And it was great. She was lovely. Lovely girl.
no, you didn't
Had
tell
a
me that.
Great time talking
You
to
don't
her.
tell me
It was
shit.
one of
God damn it.
What's that?
You don't tell me shit.
You don't take my calls.
You've called me like you called me today. Okay, hold on. All right. Was that yesterday?
I don't know. Time means nothing.
It was yesterday. God
Yeah,
damn,
sure.
man, it's been a long ass week.
Yeah. When you're real busy, it's real bad. But no, it was wonderful, and I wasn't. It wasn't anything hinky. Like I was sitting, she was standing, we were talking. Her guy was there. She's here. I'm here. My friend
Everybody
is here.
could see everybody's hands.
Everybody could see everybody's hands. Nothing was going on, but it was a lovely, lovely interaction, and she was just a fascinating girl who I got to talk to for like 40 minutes, and then they were taking off. It's like, great talking to you. Having a good night. And I just leaned back on the bar, and Zach and I were talking, and we just had a good time. And I love times like that. So that's how they know me in that bar. You know,
So when you're having a real one,
yeah,
Yeah.
and it was, yeah. Well, it was weird. Shit had happened. Let's see, that happened. Well, yesterday was Thursday, and weird stuff happened Wednesday. But then, like Thursday, I tried to go to the open mic, and I didn't want to go.
Right.
Just screaming, every nerve is screaming, don't
Leave.
because you're going to be
Get out.
uncomfortable.
Get out.
It's going to suck. Go home. Yeah. And I get in, and there's no music playing. I get there, and the very nice young person from behind the bar says, he's like, hey, man, yeah, we're going to do the open mic. Just Anthony, the normal host, is sick. We're going to wait a little longer to see if people come. I'm like, oh, okay. I like alcohol. I'll hang out. So I go to sit down, and I sit at the bar, and I get something to drink, and I'm looking at my phone, and I'm so uncomfortable. And they're like, all these people, they're younger than you, like down at the other end of the bar.
Man, that's
And-
anybody younger than me, I can't be around.
Yeah. And I sit there for about a half an hour, and I have a drink, and I get up, and I'm like, they're talking about they're going to play music, you know, from their phones and like sing along with it. And I'm like, no. So I get up to go, and somebody knows me over there. There's a woman there. She's like, Chris, you going to play? I'm like, no, I don't think so. And everybody laughs. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to go continue my drinking elsewhere and try again next week. They're like, okay, have a good night. Everybody was nice. And, of course, I'm walking out going, I can never go in there again. You know?
Meanwhile, like it's the thought has completely left their minds. It's just
Nobody
It's not
cares.
even. It's a non-issue for.
One of the biggest thing is nobody cares. Everybody's in their
Nobody
own
loves
little
me.
worlds. No, it's nobody cares.
seems to care. Every day. Every day I had the blues.
The blooge.
Blooge.
Every day I got the blooge.
Well, it does keep me calmer.
Yeah.
But then I went to the bar I like where I'm comfortable, and I get there,
You're
and
local?
nobody I know is there.
Ah, fuck.
And it's just, and I'm just like, and I'm like kind of leaning on the bar, and I order another drink, and I had a few, and the bartender's like, you okay? Like, yeah, I'm fine. But I had, and it ended up being fine. A buddy of mine showed up. We chatted for a while, and it was fine, but it was weird. But the day before was really strange. That's the one I think I tried to call you about. There's a it's not called witchcraft. It's a
Wicca.
yes. There's
Oh.
There's a lovely Wicca store in town that I'd never been to, but I'd heard good things about. Wife is into that stuff, so we go in. And as
I
with-
knew. You know what? It totally makes sense that you'd be into a witchy girl.
yeah,
I'm into
not-
witchy women, so
Yeah. Well, that's her stuff back there if you look. But we go in, and I'm kind of trailing after her awkwardly because,
okay.
but I'm trailing after her because, I don't like being places. She's like, is this not okay? It's like, it's not that this isn't okay. It's that I don't like being places by and large. I just like, it's not.
I know
Yeah,
how
no.
that is. I have the
fine.
place. You know the place I like to be the most?
Yeah.
That's the place I live.
Same.
Yeah.
The fact that I know I have to make myself leave the house
Yeah.
to do things and get used to being
It's
around
been my
people
whole
again.
goddamn week. Was just like, okay, I guess I'll get out of bed. And then it's everything after that has been, I guess I'll, and then
Yeah.
I end up at the place and doing the thing.
The amount of mental lifting it requires, because I have a child who plays lacrosse now, and I like the
Sports
parents
kid.
of the other kids, and we're friendly, but my having to be around them engage with them but not say things that are too horrible is a lot.
Yeah,
But
because you
yeah,
don't have the luxury of actually being able to be yourself, but you still
well, no.
have to
Well,
present as yourself to these people.
I can't burn that bridge.
Well, that's the thing. You can't.
And
mean,
I am my bridge burning, I am so good.
you are like a class A arsonist. Like,
I can really burn it down.
yeah. Me
And
too.
I figure
It's
everything's
a skill.
burned down.
It is.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
really is a skill.
And a curse. Uh,
And
but-
a living.
yes.
If you're in the government.
But we go into this fantastic place. It's called Cauldron and Thorn, and it's lovely. It's big. They're usually little.
Yeah.
But it's big. It's got big, and
I
I'm
like
like,
that.
oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Vaulted
And we-
ceilings.
Yeah, exactly. But we go walking, and so, you know how there's like all this stuff is like really cluttered and together, and then suddenly it opens up, and there's just like 2/3 of a room that's just kind of open space with like painted walls, and we go over, and they're like just like 3 or 4 pieces of like photocopied paper stuck to the wall, and we go over. I'm like, I wonder what that is, and it was about Stonewall.
Oh.
And it was specifically about the trans people and the gay people who had been involved in that. Names I had never read.
Yeah, probably
And
because they were like black and brown and stuff.
Yeah. Yes. And I had, I didn't have that information. I never knew exactly. I had a notion of what Stonewall meant, but I didn't really know. I went and read that, and then there's like those pieces of paper, and then there's maybe 8 to 10 feet of wall with the most beautiful writings from people on there, just expressions of love. And I won't even try to quote any of it because I won't do it credit. But normally it's like people are like writing things to each other, and that's nice, but this wasn't that. This was people trying to reach out and let somebody else know that it was just okay to be who they were. And I was no more good after that. I read the whole thing, and I wasn't okay again. It was so goddamned moving that everything I'm saying about it diminishes what it was.
I know exactly.
Yeah.
There's something I'm about to talk about that I will probably get choked up at.
Yeah.
So, glug, and that's not me coming, as Jimmy Pardo would do, because that's his sound for coming is glug.
I've listened to so many episodes of that, and I didn't know that.
He did it by accident one time, and it's stuck. It's great. So I live outside of DC.
Mm-hmm.
Quite like right the fuck outside of DC, like less than a 2-minute drive
of my
from the
favorite
border.
humans. You know Christian and Alejo.
Oh yeah, I'm playing a show with Christian tomorrow night next door to my house.
Are you?
You should come.
I would love to. I would love to see them again. We just couldn't work it out.
It would be cool if we could figure out a way to live stream these things, because like this is a thing I'm probably going to do once or twice a year with them.
So what is it?
It's a concert.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a concert.
Is he playing
There's a
with
house. They have
Does
Boy
Jebin-
Meets Pearl is the band he's playing with.
I'm
so it's with
unfamiliar with-
him
is he
and
still playing the
C
stick?
and someone else.
Is he still playing the stick?
No, he's got a. Oh boy, what does he play? He plays multiple instruments.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll take pictures tomorrow and I'll show you.
Yeah. And
I still haven't told him that we know each other.
oh, something I love.
So it's going to be insane when I'm just like, oh, by the way, hey, Christian, person I've met like a year and a half ago. By the way, I know we've been kind of friendly. Hey, Chris Eric is a person I talk to fucking regularly, and we share
We talk
things
or
with each
text
other.
almost every day.
It's
point,
weird.
Yeah,
It's weird.
it
I
is
talk
weird.
to you more than I talk to certain
lot.
family members.
Yeah.
Direct
And,
family members.
Yeah.
Hi,
you're welcome.
Aaron. It's my
But
sister.
yeah, no. Fun fact: have you played the gallery yet? Like their place?
No, but he told me about it.
Oh, it's so great. We played the first show we ever played as the Honest Mistakes was in his dining room before they built their performance space in the basement where we played with Ilyemi before. And we also played their honeymoon weekend. And I got to watch Christian, who is one of the sweetest, kindest humans ever,
Lovely man.
fucking just go ham on some homeless guys who would not leave us alone while we were playing. It was like, just Christian, it's Christian. He goes, no, get the fuck down, move. And I'm like, yeah,
Because
it was something.
he's a tall man.
He is
he's-
not an inconsiderably sized
He's,
gentleman.
he's an over 6 foot
Yeah.
gentleman.
Yeah, he's a
Slender,
beautiful
but
man.
like he can be imposing if he wants. I could see that.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
is very like he's very friendly. Like he's so nice. Like he's one of the
Yeah.
nicest people. Like Rowan level nice.
Have you met
like-
his folks yet?
No. I met his fella.
Oh, you know Alejo.
Yeah, I think he brought him to one of my open mics. They came
Alejo
to
knows
my
Pfeiffer.
open mics. Oh my god.
They do aerial stuff.
There's just a small world in it.
Yeah, but Alejo is a superhero.
And Pfeiffer knows Kevin Bacon. So there it is. There's Kevin Bacon. And now he's in the Marvel universe, so there's all those.
Is he? Oh, right, the special.
Yeah, he plays
As
Kevin
Kevin
Bacon.
Bacon.
Yeah.
Are you going to see Guardians 3? Are you going to see G3 this weekend?
I'm seeing it on Sunday with my dad, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's
hit-
nice.
Yeah, his birthday. The Guardians movies always come out around now, and his birthday is the 3rd. So we're gonna go see it because he loves Marvel. Like Iron Man and Thor were comics he read. Iron Man, Thor, and Hulk specifically, and the fact that those were like 3 of the 4 Avengers in the first Avengers movie. You
So
know,
funny.
it was like
My
honey.
dad-
You know.
See, my dad, again, I am somewhat older than you.
Yeah, but my dad could be your dad.
But no, my dad was born in 39.
Yeah, my dad could still be your dad. My dad
How
was
old is
born in 55. He could be your dad. He'd be very young as a dad, but he could be your dad. This
Just
comes we're
barely.
working.
I
Yeah,
was
but he
born
was
in- yeah, well,
coming.
I was born in coming and going. I was born in 72, so it's not really
He could have done it.
technically.
Yeah. 15? You were
Fair.
hey, Chris,
Fair.
real talk.
Fair.
Real talk.
Real talk.
You weren't coming when you were 15? Full screen.
Back in the why are we talking
Were
about
you
this
coming? That's all I need to hear, baby.
now? Yeah, baby.
Dude, since you were asking, yesterday I did a thing for Star Wars.
what'd
I
you
did
do?
my what is now an annual thing because now I've done it twice. Is
That counts.
I start at the hour mark of any given Star Wars movie, and kick over a water bottle, and then I play a song over it starting from there. So last year I did Empire Strikes Back because Dodoy, and that's when they are on the run from the Empire and they're on that asteroid. And then
Okay.
they land in this really wet cave, and what happens? Watch my special edition to find out. So I played my song alone over that, and it was a good time. And then yesterday, I watched everybody's favorite and the most important movie in the Star Wars canon. I'm gonna let you swallow so you don't do a spit take. Solo, a Star Wars story, something completely relevant and necessary that needed to happen. Anyway, so I started at the hour mark of that, and it was when
so
the
well cast,
it's
except for Han
and
Solo.
the scene I started at was right after Han beat Lando in the Sabacc tournament and
Right.
won the Falcon, and then Lando takes him to the Falcon, and it's like, oh, there's a boot on it. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, and he's flirting with Phoebe Waller-Bridge's droid the
Yes.
whole time, and then they go to the Kessel Run. I think that's like the best chunk of the movie.
And you know they were fucking. You know Lando was fucking
No,
that droid.
I said it in my video. I'm like, it's so cool that Lando's pan because you know they're like I said like so Han sits in the Chewie chair in the Falcon when they first get in there, and then Phoebe
Ew.
Waller-Bridge is like, get the fuck out of here! What the fuck are you doing? You've never been here before. And then he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I was like, yeah, they want to play I don't know what I called it, but like finger hockey or something with each other, because they're going to Fingertown.
Oh yeah, they're down. They're going
when they're
down
in
to Fingertown.
hyperspace. Like those jumps can last like hours sometimes. So like
Got to pass the time somehow.
pass the time.
Is what I am saying. So, as far as oh yeah, well, so you're playing. What's the name of the place where you're playing with Christian's band?
It's called the Shipyard.
And it's in Silver Spring?
It's literally next door to my house. So I can't really disclose the location. It's a CIA black site.
Is this racial again? You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank No, yeah, it's called the Shipyard. I mean, there's a link I could drop. Like, who's gonna? It's in less than 24 hours. It's the one person who was gonna watch this
later. Yeah.
has seen it, and
Okay.
they left after about 30 seconds.
Was that you?
No. People will filter into this. I think it's those Russian bots that keep misspelling racial slurs.
Sure.
Yeah. Although they haven't come back.
Two G's, guys. Two G's.
I know, seriously. And would an ER hurt? Yes, me
Yes,
and
it
my
would hurt a
feelings
lot.
and society as a whole. Did you know, Chris? Did you know? I don't know if you heard this. I don't know. Like, sometimes.
Are you going to sing a song about
Sometimes
a
people
fleshlight?
say a lot of things, but like, I just need you to know that we live in a society.
That is true. That is true.
Okay.
Thought you were going to sing about a fleshlight.
No, what?
That was the moment. I'm like, if it was just going to get torpedoed, that was the moment.
Oh, then that was the moment. That was, yeah, no. There's a lot of, I think, bellwether things for me. The fact that Hollywood executives thought it would be okay to be like, hey, let's just get AI to write scripts.
Yeah.
Here's your sign. Here's your sign that you're a failed society. When you're just like, what's better than passionate art? Money.
Yes.
Right. That's why reality TV shows and like DJs are,
DJs.
so popular. I know good DJs, but like they're
happens.
people that spin records or that take time to curate, a set, like a pool of
Or an
songs that they can
actual
go.
DJ who actually plays the turntable.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Who spins records? Like I know a couple actually. One of them is the wife who I went to school with is like a more digital oriented, but she still has like the tables and
You don't
she
happen
doesn't
to
do
know
records.
one named Sean, do you?
No,
Sean Smallwood.
I don't know
He's
if
a great DJ back in Baltimore. So he is actually a mutual friend of mine and hopeful future guest on here, Lacey Anthony. They used to be roommates.
Yeah, we got some guests waiting in the wings. We got
George is down. We just
George
have
is
to find our
down.
day. Yeah.
Lacey seemed apprehensively
Like she might
into it.
She likes the idea of the two of you being able to gang up on me. So
Oh no, that was. I feel like I'm gonna hammer that home. If she's there,
I feel like that's a selling point, really.
I really do feel like that's and
I
and
do
like
engender that. I really do.
I think you yeah, I think you like you have a face that longs to be punched.
Very punchable face.
Have you ever been actually told that, like in earnest?
I've been punched in the face. If that's
No,
what
so have I. I mean, you're not a real man unless you've been punched in the face.
there is. Well, I deserved it, and there is value to it. I will
think
say.
so.
Two
I
things.
think there is value to
One,
getting punched in the
to
face,
find
even if
out
it's
you can-
undeserved.
Well, you can be in that much pain and not die,
Oh, well, yeah.
and also you learn that you really can't say anything that you want to.
Right. Or
You
you
know?
can. But
there are
sometimes, you know,
consequences.
this part of your eye gets cut open
Yeah.
and then it's just hanging out.
Or sometimes your nose is pointed this way.
Right, exactly,
And you have
exactly.
to move it back.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, and you have to like hold it together for a bit until you get somewhere where you have the little butterfly guys, and then you do
Sure.
that and wear sunglasses for 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
And then people ask, "What happened?" And it's like, "Oh yeah, absolutely."
Get punched in the face, yeah.
No. I just say, "Yeah."
Getting your nose broken is a
That seems
special-
like it's a
special-
bad one
It's not good.
because it deals with breathing and stuff.
It's your skull.
Yeah, it's your
you need that.
head face. Like, you know, it was right here. Like, and
That
two
ain't good.
people punched me, like within a second of the hits. It was like boom, boom, and they both hit me in the same place. So I
How'd
guess
they
that's
manage
nice,
that?
huh?
Did you help them in some way? Because it seems so
No,
specific.
it was a coordinated attack. I mean, like, you know, the
Congratulations.
only thing I can say is that they were laying in wait. No. It was a ridiculous chain of events, and they were the assholes, by the
And
way.
that's what leads to you wanting to gang up with Lacey on me.
No, that's just fun. No, like I get it now.
I seem to.
That's really all it is. Is like I understand those guys now.
Oh yeah. I seem to really bring.
Bip, bip.
Yeah. As a younger man, I used to say, you know, there's two kinds of people in the world: people who pet the puppy, people who kick the puppy, and we obviously know which one you are.
Yeah. I pet the puppy, then I kick it.
Lull it into a false sense of security.
Exactly.
So
I
then you
pet the puppy. It's like, who's a good boy? Who's a good dog? Put your boop, 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 beep, boop, pop, 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 pop. What's that over there? Is that a ball? Who's a ball? Who's a ball? There's a ball. And I kick.
I don't like dogs.
Fart
If
noise.
I-
You
if I
don't
had
like
the-
dogs?
No.
Did something happen?
Yeah, I got older and realized I didn't like dogs.
Oh. Yeah, that'll
I-
happen.
Yeah, and it'll sound weird to put it this way. By the way, that after the wah 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 wah, that would have been the place to end the stream.
Oh
It
yeah,
seems
I
like-
almost did, but I feel like I said it earlier. Hold on.
You don't say.
Sorry, that's a pharaoh. Hatshepsut.
What happened?
Hatshepsut? That's a pharaoh.
Sure.
Like in Egypt, that's a
Like
pharaoh.
Like Steve Martin,
Yeah, like Ronan Pharaoh, like Mia Pharaoh.
Disco Tut.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, I said this would either go for just an hour or probably 3. So we're closer to the other thing, so I figure let's just fucking go. So yes, I saw that as a great place to end it, but I figured
It would've
let's
been real
soldier
good.
on. I'm probably gonna play that Jason Isbell song. Let's get you to play another song, and then pour myself a drink, and then we can go because I do have a sandwich to eat. So yeah,
What do you think?
I like it.
Ow.
Ah.
I have to pee. So, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna adjust my mic and do some stuff. I'm gonna talk
What's
some
good?
shit about the government probably, and then I'm
you
gonna
do.
get myself assassinated. So we can all look forward to that.
Then I'm going to find this live stream, so it's going to be confusing because for a second it's going to seem like somebody's watching. Just remember that it's only me.
I'll just assume. I'll know it's you. It's fine. I will
Wait.
say hello.
When there's no one watching, it'll be me.
But just before you go, can you hear me right now?
Yes.
Okay. All right, get the fuck out of here.
Ssnotwasscall
Ssnotwasscall.
Exhaustion Olympics.
Yeah.
I'm watching us.
Hi.
And then I
Wave
go
to
like
yourself.
this. Actually, no, I locked up. What's going on? Oh, there I am.
I still see you, but wave to yourself. Yeah, just keep waving. Am I still waving?
Yes. This is good.
This is
This
great.
is good
This
radio.
Is great content.
This is good radio.
Yeah, this is really good.
Yes. I go away.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye.
What a piece of shit. Oh, he's still here. Shit.
I had a stroke.
Oh, someone's
I had a
watching.
stroke. I had a stroke.
Oh, it's just him. I had a stroke. Make over. A Mickey make over. Mickey, wakey, wake over. Oh, look at him shake his little butt. Yeah, it's great. See, now he's on a delay and he can't. Yeah. You bitch. Now he's gone. He can't hear us. The shield's up, baby. I'm gonna play a song. That hopefully is not gonna be shitty. Hey, just checking levels. Oh, someone left a comment. What's the comment? Okay, it's Chris. He said he heard me. Okay. You little stinker. You're a bloody stinker, mate. That's what I bloody know. I bloody know you're a stinker. Alright. I think this will be fine. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna crack open a bloody cold one, mate. Ah, yeah, that's bloody nice. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do that, because that's funny. The cast iron skillet. Don't drink and drive, you'll spill it. Don't ask too many questions or you'll never get to sleep. There's a hole inside you, fill it. Shower up and shave, put flowers on the grave and ask the Lord to save his soul, though you know it's far too late. Was it 27 times, or was it 29? I heard the blade broke off inside the man and he took a while to die. How did it get so low? Seems like just a week ago we were 10 and 12 years old. He was sweet and soft, shied away from the inside fastballs and died doing life without parole. Don't wash the cast iron skillet. That dog bites my kid, I'll kill it. Or kick it, right? Don't walk where you can't see your feet. Ask questions, just believe it. Jamie found a boyfriend with smiling eyes and dark skin, and her daddy never spoke another word to her again. The old man at the quick stop, lying to the county cops and laughing like his soul was without sin. How did it get so low? Seems like just a week ago she was sitting on your shoulders watching fireworks in the sky. Treats her like a queen, but you don't know 'cause you ain't seen it. It's hard to go through life without your daddy by your side. Don't wash the cast iron skillet. With it. She found love and it was simple as a weather vane, but her own family tried to kill it. Don't wash the cast iron skillet. Don't wash the cast iron skillet. Wash the cast iron. think you heard my stomach for a second there. It's either mine or yours.
It was somebody's.
Hey-oh.
That's a hell of a song.
It's really, like, every time I play it in front of people, they're like, who the fuck did that?
Yeah. Turns out guys still got it.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know.
Especially
There was cause for worry, I think. You know, I still maintain that he hasn't written a bad song on any of the albums since he's gotten sober. It's just like, I don't like all of them. And that's fine.
I mean, they're good. They are good songs that don't
Right.
necessarily interest me. That
It's
doesn't
just
mean
like
they're
I
not
skip.
good.
There's you know, half the songs on the past 2 albums I skip, and that's okay.
Truthfully,
For every
portion-
Hope the High Road, there's a Cumberland Gap. That's all I'm saying.
See, I like both of those, but I know
Hope
what
the
you
High
mean,
Road's
though.
fine, but Cumberland Gap is like, that's a bop. Like that song is the shit.
Oh, see, I'm the other way around. That's
Really?
interesting. Yes.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Hope the High Road really got to me for a while.
Huh. Well, maybe it's because I would listen to that song when driving through Cumberland, Maryland, on the way to West Virginia.
Interesting.
Yeah, which I will be
Now-
doing in a week. I still don't remember why I brought up West Virginia. I'm gonna go back and watch this and be like,
The after
also
show,
let's-
you mean when you're texting me about the stuff?
Yeah,
at the thing?
yeah. So it'll be like 3 a.m, and I'll be like, this is the. I'm so glad I don't have to get up early. I've had to
Yeah.
get up early for the past few days. I don't like it,
It's no fun.
especially when like I'll be awake for at least like 4 or 5 more hours. So,
Why?
just because that's how I am. Like, especially after the day I've had where I've like been on all day.
Yeah,
and
you
now
need
I'm
to come
just
down.
kind of unwinding.
You need to
So,
come down from that. It's
yeah,
hard.
man. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Saw a lot of people I hadn't seen in years, like pre-pandemic shit.
That must have been a lot.
It's very interesting. Yeah, met some new folks. Saw some folks that are like it. let me tell you how ridiculous this is. This thing that I got called into last minute, was across the street in between where I do my 2 open mics.
Okay.
So, and it's a
So you just
Cinco
stay
de
there.
and it was a Cinco de Mayo festival.
Oh,
So
I'm sorry.
I work at these 2 Salvadorian fusion restaurants. So they were both doing events there too. So like halfway through the thing, I try to go to El Golfo, which is the bigger one, so I figure they'll have more room. No, it would be like swimming through people in there. So then I go to Gavilan, which is a smaller one, and
Is
then
it like trying to go to an Irish bar on St. Patrick's Day?
nah, depends on the Irish bar, but yeah, basically, like it's the most crowded I've ever seen that restaurant.
I won't go.
It's as crowded as I've seen a restaurant.
I
El
won't
Golfo
go
this
to
evening.
bars in Erie on drinking holidays.
Yeah, no, you
Because
shouldn't.
people
you should,
are fucking
don't
insane.
go to bars on drinking holidays. The only reason I was proximate was because it just, you know, I was
Well,
working
when you're being
across the
given
street.
money, that's completely.
I was
different.
also being given
Yeah.
enough money to make it worth my while. Yeah.
Sure.
Which is rarely the case. Usually, I'm doing it for money, and it's not enough.
Oh,
but
and by
it's
the way-
money
yeah,
because
fair enough.
capitalism.
Yeah.
Anyway, I went to Gavilan, and then I ran into the owner, and she was like, "Hey!" And I was like, "Hi, remember me from Wednesday?" And she was like, "Yeah, no, what are you doing?" And then she was like, "Hey, do you need anything?" I was like, "Yeah, I was popping in for a drink." And she was like, "Oh, I got you."
Now
So
that's a good feeling.
that's rad. That's so cool. Like I secretly hoped that would happen,
Yeah.
but then when it did, I was just like, "Oh, happy Cinco de Mayo."
You don't realize how truly poorly you've been treated until someone treats
Until
you
people
well.
start like today and a couple weeks ago, I have been paid what I feel is adequately for the time I put in for my labor,
Mm-hmm.
and it's weird.
Because you're not used to it.
I'm not used to it at all.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, one is not used to it, not you specifically. Although it sounds
No,
like you.
it's no, but like me specifically, I'm not because
Yeah,
of
fair
because
enough.
of because of the way this fucking country works. Speaking of cogs in a wheel, do you have a thing to? play?
Is there something you want me to play?
Play your prompt song.
Uh,
I
that
said I
one?
wanted you to play it for the stream, so
Or did you? I mean, you did
Or
say that.
is
but-
it? Of course not, 'cause no one else is singing my song.
That is such
Such a good
some
song.
of those songs. By the way, as
No
an
one
aside,
knows the ever-changing rhythm enough to sing along.
their live updates of a couple of those songs.
Oh
like,
my God. So
who's
great.
the girl who does such a great flat affect that it
Oh,
almost
Heather.
doesn't see put on?
Yeah.
And-
Vella Lavelle. Yeah.
Yeah, and
She's
then-
she's a terrific actor. Yeah.
And then Joe came out and did the dance around her. The super big fucking dance.
Yeah. The moment is me dance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't do.
I'm in love.
It was so good.
I'm in love.
I was happy that the doctor showed up at the end. I was sad that we didn't get a number with old Greg and new Greg.
The doctor. Which doctor?
The doctor, her
Oh,
psychiatrist.
Akopian.
Copian, yeah.
Yeah. Her
she
songs,
came.
by the way, I think she's like secret
The
MVP.
fucking Dream Girls
the
song.
Dream Ghost song, and then this.
Dream Ghost.
Yeah, no,
And I'm like,
that's and then the fact that like what's her name? Talk show, Hairspray.
Ricky Lake was
Ricky
in there.
Lake.
She was
is
one of them.
the Dream Ghosts, and then
And they never referenced the fact that it's fucking Ricky Lake.
no, I mean she's in the credits, but
But you know what I mean.
oh
Like,
yes, well as meta as that show tends to get, the screw the new guy. Well, I did that. Those new guy songs are so good, man. Oh my God.
that's
Also,
so great. And by the way, the live stuff when fucking Esther Pavitsky shows up, even for that.
Yeah.
That made me so happy.
Yeah, I
She
mean,
came in, she got to sing like 3 words, but she's running through having the time of her fucking life.
Yeah.
I have not watched the
little
documentary on the last
no, I can't.
episode yet.
I don't know if I'll be able to.
I will be no more good after that.
Yeah, it's
Because and honestly, that live show, we've talked a little bit about the queer stuff, and it matters to me on a level I can't quite express. And when you see something like that show, and so much of that audience was obviously people being seen, and even like a silly ass song like "Getting By," and there's so many people in that audience who just felt seen for maybe the first time. Did I lose you completely?
no.
Okay.
I just remembered a tangent that we had abandoned.
What was our
because
tangent?
you talked about your Stonewall thing, your Stonewall
Yeah.
experience, and how
Yeah.
that changed you. And I was going to go into how, and I had averted it, but then I remembered. So of course, hold on, the light balance on my monitor changed because it's midnight. Happy midnight, everybody! It's no longer Cinco de Mayo. It's now Cinco de Siete. No.
So it's no longer Revenge of the 5th. Although, wouldn't it be Revenge of the 6th, really?
That's
Let's be
really what it
honest.
would be. It would be Revenge of the Sixth. Yeah.
Yeah, people get weird about that. I saw somebody posted, like, this
Why
used
not
to
the
be...
Empire Five's back?
Fine.
Yeah.
Girls Fives Eva back?
Oh my God. Anyway, I went to the Black History Museum, and the way it's designed is that you start at the bottom, and now you're here, Drake style. No, you start at the bottom, and it goes through time. So it starts in,
All we do is
you'd
win.
think, like 1600, because that's like around when 1400. It starts in 1400, and it starts with the inception of the slave trade. And it starts with the Dutch slave trade and the Dutch
Again
East
with the
India
slave
Company. I
trade.
know, it was so long ago. I mean, 1400? How long ago was that? Shut up about it. Anyway, it talks about how
but who loaned you money?
it talks about how slavery became capitalism and how people were the main commodity that was traded in the world, and how every entity that is pre-existing wealth, every entity that is pre-existing wealth before the 1800s made their money off the backs of people. But the fun thing is that
don't think
African
it's gonna be
only
fun.
slavery
It's not gonna
is
be fun,
really
is
fun. The fun thing is that like black only slavery was pretty much only an America's thing. I say America's because we did it in the Caribbean, and and in like Mexico and stuff. But no, like the only major like power that was burgeoning that had a slave class that was one race was America. And so anyway, there are 4 floors in this museum, and the first 2 take place before the Revolutionary War. And then America happens. And then you're like, oh, wow, America. And we've thrown off the yoke of the British and this tyrannical monarchical empire. And, oh, yeah, we still have slaves for about 80 years. And so then you walk through those 80 years of slaves, and they have all these outfits, and they're beautiful. Like, they're Revolutionary War outfits that black soldiers wore. And it's just like, it's so rad. Anyway, I was broken by the time I made it to the top. And then I made it to the top. That's so funny. And then moving on up. And then one of the last things, this was in like 2017 or something.
I want to laugh, but I also want to hug you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. It's called being an ally, Chris. You're welcome. You hath been dubbed. Yeah, I mean it's and then
It's
like,
okay. I don't think I have a card now. It's all. I don't think I have a pass. It's okay.
you get to the end of the thing, and it's like, and then the civil rights era happened, and then all this, and then Obama became president, and then like, if you still believe that Obama being president fucking means fucking anything after this whole museum, I have a building to sell you in New York. And it is called the Empire State Building, and I definitely own it. Don't look that up. Anyway, you got a song?
I do.
Okay. We don't need to talk about it. Yeah. I should have kept it to myself, but I didn't.
It's so. Can you go back to just the 2? If that's okay.
The 2 of us.
Bill Withers, somehow
awesome.
Wildly underrated.
Crazy that he is, because every song he put out was a goddamn hit.
Yeah, and he had such a good story. He didn't make a record till he was 33.
Yeah, and his voice, Jesus.
Yeah, he lived a whole life. And
he
you
lived
could
a whole
tell.
Jesus, and then he did a music.
Yeah.
Some Alan Rickman shit.
And he did. Yes, Rickman didn't.
Yeah,
fucking-
Rickman's like first role was basically Die Hard. Like his first movie role was Die Hard.
Yeah.
He was in like plays and stuff, and then he did some TV
No,
in England.
and he changed how movie villains were portrayed, because everything was mwahaha.
Oh
and
yeah,
he was
but
just
he
like,
was very like he was a
and he was like
businessman.
checking,
He was checking his fucking
nails,
watch.
like,
Exactly, man. Fucking so good. Ugh.
do you know the thing about
McLaren.
his death scene?
No. What is it?
They said they were going to do it on 3, and they did it on 2. So the look on his face was actual surprise.
Oh,
How
see?
fucking great is that?
That's some Kubrick shit without the sociopathy.
Yeah, he was a monster.
He was a
He's
monster.
Fucking monster.
Gave good movie.
Third girl reference. I
That's
believe
just girl reference.
at Hopkins girl reference.
That is
I've
banner now. Keep going.
I've referred to her as my girl for 25 years.
Aw, my girl.
She was 22 when we got together. She's wasted her entire adult life on me.
Oh my God!
So-
Don't. This isn't being recorded, is it?
I hope not.
Oh, okay, good, because this would be evidence.
But she told me about a course she took on Kubrick, and fascinating stuff, but a goddamned monster.
Yeah, he's
But-
he's a horrible person. Yeah.
It's got to be the conversation greatest filmmaker of all time, Kubrick, or
What, Hitchcock?
Hitchcock, or Wells.
Oh yeah, Orson Welles. I mean, well, influential Welles. There's no Charlie Chaplin, maybe.
Oh, what a good one! I don't like his movies, but I can see it.
But like Orson Welles, no, but like he changed the way you.
Although
you,
my
you
11-year-old
visualized, stories.
My 11-year-old is super into The Great Dictator right now, and gets it, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not in the
Not
way
like-
people are. Not in the way people are into
Bro.
Yellowstone, where it's like, oh yeah, we should patrol our lands. Everybody should be a cop, and it's like, no, he came. Never mind. Yeah. Or like the way like people are like, yeah, I want to be like Raylan Givens and Justified. And it's like, no,
Right.
you don't.
No.
Why would you? What?
Or yeah,
Vic Mackey in The Shield.
or Mad Men was awesome.
Or fucking Mad Men. Oh my God. People are like, yeah, I want to be Don Draper, smoke cigars all day. This Andrew Tate shit, this Ben Shapiro shit. They all watched Mad Men and they were like, yeah, Don Draper's so cool. You know how sad he was?
or how
That's
about
the
the-
whole show. The
He is
first
an
episode ends
empty
with
husk.
him going home.
He is an
and
empty husk.
his family is a mess. He's not there for them. He is a husk of a man because he's not actually a person.
He's not there for them because he's not there.
He's not a person. He's not a
He's
person
not
yet.
there.
He's not a
He
real
is-
person until he shows his kids his old house and
He
tells
is
them, "Hey, my
Bruce
name is Dick
Wayne.
Whitman."
Yes.
Yeah.
He is Bruce Wayne in the Batman. He's
Yes!
not there yet.
Oh my
He's
God!
not there
Ugh,
yet. He's
oh
not
my
a
God.
person yet.
Make
And
me
by the
wanna
way,
go
if I
watch that
stay up
movie again.
tonight, I'm gonna watch the Batman.
Yeah.
Because holy fucking shit.
It's really good.
And
You know
that
what?
moment.
Watch
two
that
moments.
instead of Jurassic Park. You're right.
The punch squish
No, it's great. It's great because it's too
And-
much, and he goes too far.
and fucking Colin Farrell in the role of his lifetime.
I,
And he's
I-
like, I got him. And then the fucking Batmobile comes out of the fire.
No, look, how about this? When him and Gordon and Catwoman are and obviously, you know, Batman are like they're interrogating him, and then Gordon shows him a picture of some dead person or something, someone that was mutilated, and then he's like, "Ah, come on! What are you doing to me? Come on!" I'm like, I think of that I think of that
And
moment all
let
the
us
time.
not forget playing
lot of cats.
Falcone.
Oh, sorry. That's one of my
What-
favorite
what's
lines
that?
in the movie.
What did
You got a lot of cats.
that was great.
That's great.
That was
It's just
great.
a great throwaway line. Didn't need to be there.
You got a lot of cats.
It's so funny.
And I like his Batman voice.
He's
His
great.
Batman voice makes more sense.
I think
He's-
the Bruce Wayne to Batman
he's
ratio,
a
he's
really
nailed it the
good
best.
Batman.
I think he's
He's-
nailed it. I
he's
think
a
nailed it.
really good
Yeah.
Batman.
I
He
can't
just
wait
is.
to see the next one where Bruce Wayne becomes a person.
That'll be good. The
Yeah,
year
that'll be
2,
good.
year 3.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and like the Penguin show, I'm getting HBO Max for Peacemaker, Harley Quinn 4, and Penguin show, which is all
I got-
DC shit. So
I got to give that Harley Quinn show another
you should
try.
watch it. Yeah, give it a try.
You know,
It's good stuff.
it's got Ron in it.
It's got people. It's got great
Yeah.
people in it. James
Yeah.
Adomian. I don't know if you know him.
I love Adomian. Are
yeah,
you
he does
fucking
this,
kidding
he
me?
does a
Do I
great
know?
Bernie Sanders?
How long have
fucking
I been
Todd
listening
Glass.
to
That's
comedy
right. Yeah,
podcasts?
of course. Adomian. Am I saying that right? Adomian? Yeah, Todd, you're saying it right. Yeah.
Oh, how about Adomian doing Todd?
No, hold on. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is no. Okay, shut up. Everybody, shut up. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is then Todd's just laughing in the background.
What if I just? What if
Okay,
I?
hold on. Okay, no. Everybody, shut up. Okay, so what if I did this bit? Okay, now I'm gonna tell you the bit, and then we're gonna do the bit, and then we're gonna do.
It just
Yeah,
makes me so happy.
him, Rory Scovel, and Paul F. Tompkins were the best guests on that show.
You mean Paul F. Tompkins?
Paul F. Tompkins.
That will
Yeah.
always be his name to me. They never said it, but to me, that's my bit in my head. I go Paul F. Tompkins
Paul F. Tompkins.
every time I see his name.
Did you watch that video where he does a sing song?
He does the what now?
He does a sing song with Jonathan Colton. Him and Jonathan Colton do a sing song. I sent you a
Really?
link. It's fine.
Oh, I didn't get to watch it.
Yeah. Speaking of songs I didn't hear, play this. Segway, bitch.
What will you do with all the time given you? What will you do this time? What will you do with all the time given you? What will you do this time? with all the time given you? What will you do this time? What will you do with all the time given you? What will you do this time? Empty hands and nothing new. It's the only way to start. Make a move when you can. Or maybe just wait. Just wait. What will you do with all the time given you? What will you do this time? What will you do with all the time given you? What will you do this time? Never wanted to think that way. I was always bad at it. If I hang around something could change. Maybe messing up's okay. It's okay. What will you do with all the time given you? What will you do this time? What will you do with all the time given you? What will you do this time? What will you do this time?
And that was written for a new prompt?
That was for, this was for last time's prompt.
Okay, because
This was for the empty hands prompt.
right. So that
Yeah.
the new prompt, yeah.
Yeah. Well, not dog.
Not the new one, dog. Oh my god. Which apparently, some dogs can smell COVID. So you can make the song about that.
Sure.
Anyway,
No,
I like it. So I had heard it because I did go back
Okay.
and listen to it.
Or did you?
Or is it?
That was the what will you do with the time given you? That was the rejected prompt that I liked better. I just worked empty hands in later.
See, I love that shit. It's just like the only thing is that you don't even have to make. The point is making a song. That's it.
Yeah. It's funny
If you come
'cause-
with a new song that was like, yeah, this was inspired by this, but I don't really reference it. Blah,
See,
blah, blah, blah,
I
it doesn't
used,
matter.
before I took a break from them, the rule in my head was that the prompt had to be in the song. That
No,
was
it could
my
just be a
rule.
general like theme or an idea.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you impose rules
Okay.
on yourself.
How about this? You want to do the first part of our interview series right now, secretly as a part of this, like a backdoor pilot?
Yes.
Oh boy, don't sound so fucking enthusiastic.
I'm not sure what we're talking about.
The thing where you talk to me about my time travel thing.
Oh, yes. I thought that might be what you meant, but I wasn't 100% sure, and I'm also really sleepy.
Me too.
Yeah.
So this should be good.
So you're doing a time travel thing.
Yeah, I'm writing an album.
Yeah, how's that going?
It's going.
How much of do you have the framework worked out for how many songs you want, the story you want to tell?
Yeah, it's probably going to be like 20 for the first arc.
20 songs for the first arc?
Mm-hmm.
How many of them do you have at this point?
9 and a half.
Do you have the framework of any of the other songs or
Yeah.
an
Oh, I have
outline?
the music for a lot of them. Like, it's just a matter of
Lyricking it?
getting the words all, I throughout my day I'll have an idea about something, and then I'll jot it down on my phone, or I have a little notepad that I carry on me all the time. So yeah, and then I usually, like, once every couple of months I'll sit down and I'll do a word cloud sort of deal, and then I'll get ideas together, and then that'll percolate. It takes a while. It takes a while.
You really have to fondle the mental genitals.
Yeah, you have to work the memory shaft.
Yeah. Fondle the mental genitals, work the memory shaft.
And and all of that has to do with your head. So you just massage that. You just massage the head while you do all those other things we said. What are we doing?
Whatever it is, I think it's working out really well.
It's really good. It's really good. I'm very tempted just to end this stream.
Good night, everybody.
No, I think we're pushing through. I'm sorry.
Actually, I'm gonna probably tap out soon because I'm really tired.
Okay.
And it's after 12.
Oh yeah. No. I'm a maniac.
I mean,
So.
you're crazy, but we have been doing this for over 2 hours.
Yeah.
I would. How about the next one we do, though? I really would like to do some on that because I'm interested, and I actually want to be a little more coherent so that I can ask the questions that I'm interested in about it.
Boo.
Play me the
Fine.
first song of it.
See, that's what I was gonna do. Hell yeah.
No, my
Falling
my
right
other
into my
question.
trap.
Seriously, no, actual question. Actual question. Back.
Yeah.
question.
Yes, you back there.
Question
By the
in the
way,
back.
your guitar is backwards. Yes, you back there.
Yeah, no, I know. My brain's broken worms.
Gonna get it worked on?
It's very sad. The 9 songs that you have, are they the first 9 songs of the story, or are they scattered?
Yeah, they're scattered.
In and amongst.
One of them is the first part of the finale. That's my Atlantis one.
Oh,
Yeah. And I have 2. Actually, I think I have the other 3 parts of the finale worked out. It's a 4-parter. Yes.
when do you think you're going to finish?
I think I'm going to after we get off this Zoom call.
After this drink.
Heyo. I think probably by the end of next year I will have written all the songs for it. But I think I'm going to put something out by the end of this year. I think I'm going to write a couple more and then have like 10 or 12 to put on an album, and then just do that, because they're pop songs, but they're also like they work as songs in a music. I mean, it's a lot like the Crazy Ex-Girlfriend stuff. Like that really was an inspiration for me to like go through with this, was seeing Rachel Bloom do that and seeing, I don't not how easy it was, but like how natural it was for her to just do it, and how it felt like such the right way to express something. And I feel like, in a certain form, even if this doesn't go to like a stage or anything, I think this is going to be this is like the way I want to do my stuff from now on, is through like a narrative lens.
Well, it makes more sense if you.
I think
if you
so. I mean, especially because, all we fucking talk about is TV and all that bullshit. Like, let's put that to some use, right?
And also, when you get down to it, if you're writing a song and you want to make a believable story that draws you in and has some kind of emotional tether, wouldn't it make more sense to tie it to a narrative? If you get interested in the characters,
Right,
you'll
you
be
get
interested in
invested,
the narrative.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
you become
that's-
invested
yeah.
in it.
That's the whole. That's my whole thing. Is that's yeah, and that's what and I have fallen in love with a couple of the characters that I've been writing, which is very strange. And like,
I
it's
bet.
very strange to write non structural stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's very freeform,
Okay.
and not the songs. I mean the story.
Oh.
Like it's I haven't written, you know, linear prose before. Like I've written essays and bullshit like that for school, but like I've never done anything like this. So I'm excited and incredibly nervous. So this is the first song on the thing. Does that sound okay, like with my voice and the guitar?
The guitar's a little louder than your voice. I don't know if
Alright.
that's what you're going for or not.
No. Maybe that. Hold on. Ugh. Diva. How's this? Is this better? Still kind
Yeah.
of the same.
No, it's a little better.
How's that? And my voice is doing a thing with the guitar. How's that?
I have to say, this narrative is taking a very different direction than I
It's
expected.
very meta. I took a lot from Community and Dan Harmon and stuff. So, and he's fine. He's doing fine. He actually
seems
is.
fine.
He actually is doing pretty well. Justin Roiland, his Rick and Morty partner. Don't Google him right now.
No, I heard bad things.
Mm-hmm.
So play me
Some
the
Ezra
song.
Miller shit.
Play me the song. I'm curious.
Okay. This is a song. You know what?
If you went into a fucking Jason Mraz song now,
Oh my god, that
That'd
would
be
be
the
so
great-
funny. That would be so good. I wish I thought of it. Fuck, because like I know a couple of his songs that sound like I wrote them because I steal from him so much.
that would have been amazing.
Fuck! God damn it!
You're welcome.
I want to end the stream.
Good night.
Good night. Get him in there. Yeah, that's what she said. Okay. She says a lot of stuff. We find our hero at a bar on the run for a murder. Staring contest with the bottom of my glass. I don't stand a chance. Stumbled on this place while running from my past. Now you feel like dancing. Follow me home, swallow me home. I can't recall a time I was in control. Fits and starts, I split apart. Wait for the madness to take hold. Oh, I've been through denial. I wade through the anger. I paint on a smile. Make friends with strangers. I tell the memories of you to keep it down. Try to drive Fighting ain't forgiven. In a former life, I tried my hand at chasing skirts. If you call that living, killing myself, oh, but I'm giving them hell. Convince them all there's still a soul inside this shell. Fits and starts, so it splits apart. Another round to do me well, well. I've been through denial, I wade through the anger, paint on a smile, make friends with strangers, tell the memories of you to keep it down. I try to drown you out. I've been through denial, wade through the anger, I paint on a smile, make friends with strangers, I tell the memories of you to keep it down. Try to drown you out. I try to drown you out. I try to drown you out, but I can't. Spoiler alert. So there's a haunting thing, because when you kill somebody, it sticks with you. Thanks.
I've heard that song before. I like it very much.
Yes, thank you.
It's good to hear you play it.
I like
I don't
it
think
too.
I may not have heard you play it on steel string acoustic, but that's a
No,
minor
but
thing.
that's what it's for. It's like, that's it. I mean, like, this part, like,
Yeah. No, that's definitely a steel string acoustic song.
yeah. Or like full band electric, But
But yeah, there's something about that energy. I personally only realized how some songs are only meant for acoustic. It's like, you can't play that electric. Like, it just doesn't work that way.
I played a song that should only be played on acoustic for electric today. It's a song I'll play on Monday. So you know who it's by.
I'll never hear it.
You'll never fucking hear it, except you will, and you'll play along, and you'll like it, and then you'll say, "You played that very well." And
You played and sang that very well. Like that one, do you?
yeah, I really do. Oh my god. But like, that song should only be played on steel string acoustic guitar. Like,
Yeah. There will be a lot of this when stuff is going on. I will be, or I'll just go. I'll full on go.
yeah. I'm so, I'm so interested in you, like, get to see what it's like when you get used to having your loop pedal.
Yeah.
Because I don't know your lead style. Like, I've heard a couple of the recordings that you've done with the Honest Mistakes, and like,
That's
I like
pretty
what
much it.
I like what I've heard, but like, no, it's not, because there's like, when's the last time you put out something?
What was that? 2017,
Right.
something
It's been
like
a
that.
while. Yeah,
For a while.
it's been a while. Like, my album came out in 2018, and that was, I don't know if you know, Chris, 5 years ago. So.
Well, I'm not really a lead player. I have my moments.
Yeah, but when you got into your little noodles, when you got into your little itty bitty noodles, I dug it, man. So
Well, thanks.
I'm interested in
it's a lefty thing. It's.
I
where-
guess
I
maybe
think
I just have fealty to my clan, to clan
Well,
lefty.
I think the lefty thing does different things to your brain, and also, well, you got to hear my like sub Hendrix thing on the little break.
That's the second time you said that.
It totally is though. It's the
Aren't we all sub Hendrix?
well, it's also like, it's kind of Curtis by way of, you know, Hendrix.
Mayfield?
Yeah, he did a lot of that stuff, but not nearly as energetic. Ernie Isley kept that up a lot more. If you ever listen to their like live stuff from the 70s,
Interesting.
you know,
I don't know the Isley brothers for their instrumentation and musicianship. I just know them for their vocal.
Ernie was 15 when Hendrix was playing with the Isley brothers, with his older brothers. So if you watch live stuff of him in the 70s, he is fucking dressed like Jimi Hendrix. And nobody can play like Jimi Hendrix, but he was really fucking good.
Yeah.
And Ernie Isley, like, there's some live stuff. It's so great. Like, Arista recording artist, the Isley brothers. The dumbass who introduces them says their name wrong. And they do fucking Ohio and Into Machine Gun. It is a glorious live record. I won't send you the Spotify link because I know that offends your delicate
it's just
sensibilities.
like fucking the YouTube concert. I'm sure it's there on YouTube. Like, all the shit's on YouTube. So.
Yeah. No. I never really tried to play like Hendrix, but the specific, like, the chordy, like, not especially distorted lead type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Rhythm
lead.
Yeah, that did a lot to my head. That was always really important to me. Yeah. So every once in a while, that'll pop out.
Well, I understand. I mean, the reason I do it is because I get bored with my own stuff.
Yes.
It's boring.
No,
I know it.
I will tell you, the song that you like so much, the...
Oh, yeah, the End of the World song. Yeah.
That is straight out. The rhythm from that... Do you know "Fight the Power" by the Isley Brothers?
Fight the Power.
Yeah, not the Public Enemy song.
Oh, that's the one.
The one that inspired that "Fight the Power." It starts, but the beginning of that. Sometimes I played it just goes. It's a. That's the Isley Brothers song, and I'll go. So I'll do. But if I'm warmed up, I'll go.
See, now.
Yeah.
I love that we're getting into the thievery portion of the show.
Oh, absolutely. It's
I
totally
steal
thievery.
from everybody, and I
You gotta steal from the best.
I steal from... be careful what you wish for, because...
Well, that's our show for tonight, everybody.
Yeah, no, you're gonna have to be subjected to this.
I can log off anytime I want to.
You can, and then I'll just play...
And you'll just send me... You'll just keep sending me links.
I'll send you a link to the live stream, yeah.
No, just of that clip.
Yeah, no, I'll clip it out, because you can do that in editor mode. Anyway, there was a Jason Mraz song where he did this, like, at just one random point. It's like he did hold on this.
So far, it's not great.
And that was just like he was just playing an E minor, and he just went. And so I made a whole song out of that one bit, because that was the first time I heard
the
that
little
hammer
pieces.
on.
You can hear things. There's a whole bit.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Richie Blackmore at all, the guitar player from Deep Purple and Rainbow?
Sure.
Okay. It's Smoke on the Water. But he did a bunch of other stuff. He was a completely, almost without precedent, great guitar player. He had all these classical influences in the 60s and 70s that nobody did. He was just a man among boys. But he was so unpleasant to work with and be around that he is kind of not remembered, but he is an astounding player and a gloriously unpleasant person in interview. Just so funny, just so great. But his stuff is, people didn't do that for another 15 years. Like the kind of playing he did, just fucking nobody did it. But he had a thing where there's an old blues song where, and I can't remember what it is, but they ripped off part of it for one of their songs, and Hendrix ripped off another part of it for one of his songs. And he played the two bits. He's like, and we went and, we both got something out of it. So that was the theft thing. And it's a great, if you got an hour and a half to kill, it's a wonderful, already, because you enjoy unpleasant people, I think, as much as I do. And
I enjoy watching them.
yeah. It's so great. He even shits on Brian May for a second, and nobody shits on Brian May. He's like, yeah, Brian's a good guy. He's a bit tall, but that's not his fault. Like even shits on Brian May.
That counts.
Like, yeah, exactly. Well, for him, yeah, that was being nice. He's a bit tall, but that's not his fault. It's so great. Every once in a while, Joy Lena, I'll just go, it's time to watch the Richie Blackmore documentary again. Because it's so much fun. Oh, my God. He's just sitting in his bar.
What?
He's just sitting in his bar.
He's alive?
Being interviewed. Oh, yeah.
Oh. How old is he?
He's got to be in his 70s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was in
that
Deep
makes sense.
Purple.
Yeah.
Deep Purple started in the late 60s, but, they were really big in the 70s. And, Ronnie James Dio got his start singing in Rainbow.
RJD?
Yes.
No relation.
No.
Shout out to EJD, obviously.
EJD. I'm a little hurt he's not watching, but also I get it.
Oh, no, he shouldn't.
No.
Yeah.
Nobody should. And so far, they've listened to us. By not listening to us.
Ayo.
Or watching us.
Anyway, that song turned into a song that Rob likes. And Rob likes two of my songs, which is nice. That I know about.
So Rob unto you is much like Pfeiffer unto me. Like, oh, you liked a second one of my songs? Thanks, John.
Yeah, Rob likes the James Bond one and the one where I talk about how I'm a shitty person. And it's like, that tracks. That tracks.
That James Bond song is really good.
Thank you. I really like it. And like that's why I haven't released it, because I'm really precious about it, and like I know what I want. Like I've mapped it out. Like I have the orchestration. I could show it to you. Like, I wouldn't show it on the stream, but
When I come over and you show me your etchings.
Hey, yeah.
Before it all really goes down.
All the naked drawings I have of you. Yeah.
Imagined.
Huh. Imagine naked drawings
of some weird bald dude.
Oh, those wrinkly ball sacks.
They hang low, it's true.
Yep. See, we work together like Scooby Dooby Dooby, Ramala Ding Da Dong.
We'll always be up late.
Okay, well, I'll let you go. Thanks for doing an Infinity War Plus with me. We didn't.
That's right. We made it to like 240.
Yeah, we didn't get to Endgame, and we definitely didn't make it an Irishman. But we played some songs and we did all this stuff. And am I gonna keep talking, or is the broadcast just